what is this? Is this the podcast that we have tonight?
Yes.
Oh Lord, oh my! Welcome and good evening and good day and good afternoon to whatever time you're watching this. Welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast, the podcast where every week we throw movies at each other and we have them discussed because we're cool like that. I'm your host Evo, and with me is my co-host,
the other Evo.
Indeed.
The red-bearded one.
The red-bearded one. Yeah.
Yes. I have to shave my beard at some point. Again.
Yep, this is episode 2 of the podcast.
Hooray!
We're currently streaming on the Twitch. You don't have to, watch us on Twitch because this is going to go on YouTube the day after.
Yep.
So, what's going on here? Wait, for whatever reason, the, whatchamacallit, we're stuck on coming soon. It's on starting soon on the, what's it called? Yeah, we're stuck on starting soon in the, preview. Bear with me, I will change that straight away. No, for God's sake. Sorry, yeah, this is the podcast. I hope people enjoy the podcast, and this is the 3rd week on the trot that we've been doing this, so we must be doing something at least decently right.
I hope so.
Yeah. So I have a feeling as well that today it's going to be a bit of a longer one.
Maybe.
Because
Just maybe.
I had a pretty packed week.
Oh, really? I had an okay week. I did nothing of relevance.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say a certain show that we spoke about last week started. Oh, there we go. We transitioned back to the normal view.
Yeah.
So a certain show started last week, and it's 6 episodes in, and we might need to talk about it.
No. We shouldn't, because this is gonna go forever.
That's what
so
I mean.
Good.
We're gonna leave it until the end of the podcast, and we're gonna go full spoilers on Young Justice season 3.
Maybe a bit.
And it's just whoever doesn't want to listen to us ramble about Young Justice for ages, they can switch off.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good?
It's stupid good, and I literally felt like crying. And
why are there only 6 episodes though? I don't get that.
It's because whatever they release on the DC app, and we have to get our hands on it.
No. Apparently, I'm watching right now the IMDb page. Apparently, they're releasing them by freeze. I don't get that.
I don't know what they're doing. As long as I get my Young Justice fix, I'm okay with that.
Because you got the first 3 episodes on the 4th of January. A week later, we got 3 more episodes. Now we're gonna go on the 18th, which is tomorrow, by the way. We're gonna get 3 more episodes.
Oh no!
And on the 25th, we get 4.
This is gonna be a good month. In any case, Eva, how was your week? Since you said it was quieter, I'll go after you because mine's a bit longer.
I mean, nothing of relevance happened. Nothing amazing. So the best thing I can say is I'm almost dead beating Dusk, and trust me, you wanna play Dusk. And
yeah, so I'm probably gonna get it when it comes on sale or something.
Get it? No.
Just
get it. Support the guy. Literally,
it's £15, so I might as well.
Yeah, just get it. When you get to episode 3, get to Hometown, I think it was, or Homegrown. I can't remember the name of the mission. Just get it. I appreciate everything. There's one guy called it, and the guy who did the music for the Rise of the Triads remake and a lot of other modern FPSs that came out that have amazing soundtracks and all that Mick Gordon shit. I mean,
Mick Gordon is good.
I mean, he only made one good soundtrack, that was Doom, and Doom was semi-good.
Have you listened to the Killer Instinct stuff?
Yeah, I did. I actually have. I got it for free. It was good.
I need to get that game. We can play a versus match or something.
Wait, Killer Instinct? Yeah, the Killer Instinct was the murder was in this black and white style.
No, that's Killer is Dead.
Yeah,
Killer Instinct is a fighting game.
Oh god, I know. The only fighting game I play is Tekken. Sorry.
I've never been good at that game. I don't think I'll ever be.
I went to a tournament this summer. Got my ass handed to me. Last summer, that
It's
is.
a technical fighter. It's a pain in the ass.
It's amazing. It's actually pretty fucking easy. But the thing is, it's amazing to do it because the combos are pretty easy to grasp into. There is no such thing as rotate 3/4 to the left and quarter backwards. It's like what? just not. It's not the Street Fighter level of complexity where you can appreciate when a person is good.
Okay.
It's just easy stuff. But no, I mean the game is literally one of the most amazing FPS I've played in quite some time. The story, well, you're called Duskman. You, because the
You're
weapons,
literally called Duskman.
yeah, Duskman, and your weapons are numbered from 1 to 9, and the 0 is a cigar. You literally have a cigar that does nothing. It just looks cool, and there's a dollar sign on it.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's amazing. I mean, and especially the first episode. I think that the first episode suffers from the same shareware stuff that we were used to growing up.
Okay.
And for those who are not who don't know, back when the Doom was a thing, it still is, but the original Doom was a thing that they released the first episode for free. It's called the shareware because it usually was shared everywhere.
Yep.
That's
Shareware games.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's the most difficult episode of everyone because you have almost no weapons, almost no ammo, and a shit ton of enemies.
Yeah, that's the way though. So
I mean, I do remember. No, I mean, in later episodes, it gets better because you get the PFG, you get the rocket. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, you did get the rocket launcher, I guess, unless you find the secrets in the first episode. Then you get the plasma gun, and those things make things more manageable. Trying to beat everything with a shotgun and a chain gun, though, that's a bit more tricky on the later difficulties. And I think they actually anteed up the enemies because I remember playing the Heretic, the shareware version, and the end of episode 1, I could barely beat it. It was crazy. It was like 7 liches at one point. I was like, fuck me.
Well, looks like I'm not finishing this one.
No, I did. It took me 2 tries. Holy shit, man. Oh, this was difficult. But besides the point, the second game I'm close to finishing is called Unavowed.
Right.
I also strongly recommend playing this game. It's a point and click game. Imagine that I'm playing point and click games again. But no, this one's story driven, and the puzzles are not the usual Monkey Island level bullshit of how the hell am I supposed to know this?
Put the key in the hole, then twist the hole 3 times, then move the key to the person and take the whole person, put them in the key, move the key to the inventory, move the inventory in the chest, and take the chest, put it in your ass, and you solve the puzzle.
Or you get a baseball ball and a nail, and you make a rope out of it. One of those. I mean, no, but the puzzles are extremely easy. You just need to pay attention. And the story is amazing. It really reminds me of the Dresden Files. I think they were quite inspired by the Dresden Files.
Okay.
And choices do matter. They do matter in that game.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, how was your week?
Oh, was that it? That was.
I mean, this was literally the most amazing. The 2 most important things I did, because the rest of it is just usual. It's just
the usual shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's nothing to talk. I wish there was something, but no.
Right, my week. I finished. Titans finally came out on Netflix.
Oh.
So I watched whatever, like the 11 episodes I think they are. I watched Titans.
Should I begin or should you begin?
I will begin.
Okay. Be my guest.
That show does so many things well, but those things are so overshadowed by everything else that it doesn't do well.
Okay, so let me just ask, what did it do right? Because that's a very complicated question for me.
That Doom Patrol episode was fucking great.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Everything about the Doom Patrol was great.
All right.
Especially Robot Man. They literally put more emotion in a robot that doesn't make any emotion than the entire cast. The entire main cast.
Do you want me to counter that your argument?
Bear with me. I'm still talking about the positives here.
Okay.
Anytime Donna Troy was on screen, that was good. Apart from her child version, because all the child actors in this show are just not great.
Okay.
And it's a pretty decent study of Dick Grayson as a character.
Okay.
I mean, it does really good development just for him, though. Everybody else just gets a backseat to just,
All right.
to just
So
jerk Dick's dick off.
okay. My turn, right? Okay, so bear with me on this one. First of all, as far as I understood, the whole point of the season 1 was the creation of Nightwing as a character. And the whole
Yeah,
point
but
of the whole...
has season 1 actually finished? Because they finished on a stupid cliffhanger at the end.
Oh, of course, because there's gonna be season 2, 3, and 4, and 5. But besides the point, they're gonna stretch this out. Let's begin with the bad things. See, you mentioned the Doom Patrol episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Yes.
Which character was that supposed to introduce to the audience?
No one. It was supposed to give the look. I'm not saying it did very good character-wise for the episode. It did. I think it did it. They did it just so they can show where Gar came from, and then to give Gar an excuse to be like, "Hey, y'all, I'm going out with these guys."
Okay. So no, the whole episode was to showcase Garth, Beast Boy.
It didn't show
That's
anything about him though.
See, no, they kind of did and they kind of didn't. See, remember that scene when he killed a person, I think?
That's like later on, a lot later on.
No, when they were in the woods. And he turned into a tiger.
He didn't kill anybody there, though. He just sort of growled at him and they ran away. That was the
hunters.
Yeah,
sorry.
He kills the guy when they go to the asylum.
Oh, yeah, no, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I kind of forgot because honestly, the CGI on that one part is so bad. I just jumbled them together. Whatever, that's not the point.
The amount of times characters get forgiven in this show is just... Sorry, go on.
The whole point was that. So he goes to this emotional exchange afterwards, talking to Miss Team Problem. Sorry, Raven. Oh,
Raven.
I'm sorry.
Raven.
I'm sorry,
Rachel.
The emo.
Yeah.
Token emo girl. And during that whole episode when he's talking, the camera shot was panned at Rachel. This is his character more. We understand him now. This is about him. We have to connect with him, not with the fucking emo girl.
He's literally the one character in the entire show that has so much potential to just be the comedic relief and the good, decent, like, emotional rock of the whole show, and he's just, like, sidelined by everybody else.
I mean...
Fucking Starfire gets a bit more attention than he does.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I fucking love the design of stuff. And now, honestly, I saw the actress. The actress is trying her best. But
yeah.
My fucking God, it looks like they got a black person, dumb green paint on him, and they just call it a day.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, she's a good actress. She's not a bad actress at all. And you can clearly see she's trying the most she can with what she's given. But
do you know the worst thing is? See, and this is a failure of fucking humanity on this part. Back when they leaked stills from the show.
Yeah.
People found out about him, and they saw the design of Starfire, and they harassed the poor actress. They fucking harassed her to the point that she
was fucking stupid. Yeah.
Tweet. But I do get why they did it. I do get it, but it's not her fault.
No, it ain't.
It's like, but I mean, to be fair, but this is like a type of a shield because you can't exactly tell the people who exactly okayed this, who said that, yeah, okay, that's fine. So you get to the next best thing, the person who portrays them. So she's not at fault, but she's getting full brunt of it for nothing.
Yeah, and what makes it worse is when the first pictures came out, of them on set, and whoever was responsible for the marketing for that went, oh no, she's just undercover and she's gonna change costumes. She doesn't change costumes for the entire season. She literally just wears that purple dress for the entire season.
To be fair, I kind of stopped after episode. I think when not Tim Drake, Jason Todd showed up, and this is the thing that most irked me. See, Jason Todd plays a better Dick Grayson, and Dick Grayson plays a better Jason Todd. How the fuck do you fuck that one up?
Yeah, I get why they've swapped him around because Dick needs to get his dick back in his pants, basically. But it's still like, what are you doing? Please, no, why? Why does an animated show about the sidekicks do it better than you guys?
Well, maybe because it's written by competent people, not by people driven by money.
I mean, again, it's not a horrible show if you don't know anything about the characters themselves, and if you're just like a casual person going, no, I'm going to watch this, it looks like a dark show, then it's fine. But if you know even like the smallest amount of detail about the comic books, you'll go, why is Dick Grayson stabbing people in the neck with things? It's like, that's not what he does.
I'm okay with this. I'm actually okay with this because the whole point is because he realizes that he's becoming a monster, and the same thing that Batman doesn't want him to become. He sheds the Robin personality because of
Yeah.
his angst slash
Anger slash
anger slash
disappointment.
grief
Yeah.
slash rage slash I don't know.
It's
Mother
it's complicated. Yeah.
yeah,
It's not a phase, Dad.
yeah, it's okay. I'm fine with this. This is okay. But then it shows
But
Jason Todd, the person who literally becomes a fucking murderer, who shoots people down, who is literally the worst version of Dick Grayson. Person who's so badly written that the fans voted for him to die. And you make him more of a Dick Grayson, like a more
well, no,
likable guy.
he's they make a point later on, and I think it's the episode afterwards when he shows up again.
He kind of behaves like a dick, but he's not a dick because he's more upbeat and less of a downer.
Because he's a kid and he's like, "Ooh, I'm having a time of my life." Ooh.
It's just
Yeah. Again, spoilers for this. I'm not gonna hold back because this is just if you want to watch the show, just go watch the show. Don't listen to this bit. I'll put a timestamp when we finish with the spoilers for this. But
yeah, just move on. If this is your cup of tea, fine by me. But
yeah.
these shows are always targeted towards the core audience. If the core audience does not like it, if the core audience doesn't like it, fine.
I mean, it's getting good reviews and the people kind of like it and they understand what's going on. But
yeah, because you know we have
a just
Hispanic. Wait, Rachel was played by. Wait, give me a second. I need to see this because I think that this was the problem with this one was this. So they try to portray a lot of minorities. Kinda.
Yeah, like
maybe.
what's it called? Whatchamacallit? Gar is an Asian dude.
Yeah, but played by a white guy. Oh no, sorry, not a white guy. His name is Ryan Potter, but I don't know.
No, he's still an Asian dude.
Yeah, maybe. Just like
again, Starfire's I think I'm not sure where she's from. But yeah,
his name is Anna Diop. I think it's pretty assumed that she's African American.
Yeah,
Senegalese. She's Senegalese.
Senegalese.
Yeah.
We got a black lady playing, Starfire, and we got a bunch of other characters playing, people. So it's a diverse cast, which is fine. Which that's what people are trying to push nowadays.
But this is
but it just misses
for the sake of diversity.
True, but it just misses the point in so many places. And literally, the one time they go, the one I was telling you about, basically, there's an episode where Dick has to go back to places to find his old circus friends because they're all dead.
Oh yeah.
Apart from the one guy. And then he finds him, and then obviously they rescue him afterwards. And then the police raid the place. And Jason goes, "It's okay, I'll hold the police off." And by that, he pretty much just goes and fucks up all the police people. And then Dick comes out of nowhere and goes, "Hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong." I'm like, you've been literally stabbing people in the feet and like killing people for the last 6 episodes. So don't be doing this.
Yeah, but the argument is he was doing it to bad people.
Yeah,
and
I guess.
the police are not bad because they're police, which is highly fucking untrue. Let's not even kid ourselves. It's just, I mean, it suffers from the same problem Man of Steel did. It's just pointless.
Of glorifying the hero even though he does dark shit.
No, it's not even that. I mean, it's just the way you structure it. That's fine. So you kill people, but you're now becoming a hypocrite, even though you're in the distinctive idea that you're doing it for the right reasons, and you know it's wrong, but yet you're still having a fucking sermon to a guy. Bitch, please, fucking check yourself.
See, I like that. Anytime Hawk and Dove were on screen, that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I said that it wasn't much. I mean, to be fair, that whole child molestation part is just, I mean, come on, man. We don't want to see this.
No, I have a feeling that because they had they were allowed to go R-rated with all the swearing and everything. I think the only reason why I put that there is because we're allowed to go dark, molesting kids. Just throw the molested kids in there. Just do that.
That's just bad, man. It's just you don't do this shit.
Like why is there child molestation in my superhero show?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, this shit happens in real life and no one's fucking comfortable with it.
Yeah,
even though there are some pieces of shit that fucking defend it nowadays.
Oh god.
People shit.
That little boy was asking for it.
No. It's just like pedophilia is normal. It's like, since fucking when?
Since when is no? It's not normal at all. It's not something to be taken lightly either. It's just as bad as rape or anything else.
It reminds me ages ago. This was like fucking years. This shit got deleted pretty fast because of the blow up. It was this woman with the rainbow-colored hair, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Who was, I think, the spokesperson for Nintendo America.
Yeah.
She was linked to Nintendo. I can't remember how, but she was linked to it. So she went on a tirade on Twitter, like every smart individual with the IQ of 60 does. Kappa. He's just like, holy shit.
Twitter.
Defending
Yeah.
defending pedophilia that's normal, that should be embraced as diversity, and that she even has some fucking pedophilia on her PC. And I was like, what?
Right. Why?
Guess what? Wait.
What?
This gets better.
Oh, it gets better. Jesus.
It's like, let's say, a couple hours later, Nintendo informed her in a very polite letter that they cut ties with her. So she went on a tirade saying that the Nintendo are fucking sexist sons of bitches. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with humanity? Why am I even here? Why do I live?
That happens more and more nowadays. So where
Yeah.
not even women, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a guy, but they'll say something really, really, really anti-PC and really stupid online. They're going to get called out for it, and then they're just going to call everybody like a misogynist or a feminist or something. It's like, no, you're the one in the wrong. You don't have to call people names to like justify it that you said something really fucking stupid.
Do you want to see that on a daily basis, though?
I'm literally on Facebook every day. I see it every day.
No. It gets. See, I play Magic the Gathering. I used to play.
Jesus.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
that community is so fucking cancer right now. It's just filled with it's filled with the feminazis, my favorite fucking sons of assholes, the white knights, which are amazing, and those
the tip of the hat to you. Yeah.
and the other ones, those male feminist type individuals.
Fuck me.
Why? I literally, I can show you plenty of videos of a day-to-day basis. They caught judges being pedophiles. That place is so fucking toxic, so bad. And it's like, I don't want to go. I used to have the desire to, when I moved to England, to go to Friday Night Magic and just play there. But I don't want anymore. I just don't.
Don't bother. Like, there's a place around the corner from mine here. We'll walk past it tomorrow anyway, because you're coming to the Glasgow tomorrow.
Yes, I am.
We'll walk past it tomorrow. You'll see it. It looks nice, but then it's just full of the shadiest, greasiest dudes.
Oh wait, no, that's kind of expected, although not the norm. They're pretty smart individuals that play.
A lot of them are, yeah.
But the thing is, like, yesterday I saw this video about the woman that complaining that they were bare naked cards. It's like, it's a bit weird. It's mostly in good fun, but they just redraw the same card, but it's just used in locals for funds.
Yeah.
So she started just like, oh my god, they're showing cleavages. First of all, it turns out that she's a judge in Liverpool. Second of all, it's the type of woman that says all her fucking pronouns in her bio in Twitter. So and then she goes on this blog post. By God, I mean, this is nothing personal at this point. This is just semantics talking. The way she wrote it, the words she used, the structure, the logical thought of everything she said was some of the most broken, busted thing I've seen in my entire life. It's like what a toddler would say.
Yeah, but then you look at it and you go, all right, people are clearly mentally deficient, because this is fucking ridiculous. The amount of dumb shit that people spew online nowadays, it's like, what are you even talking about?
No, but although this shit, it gets better. So there is this person in Tulare community college, I think it's called. He plays Magic. He's the next professor or some shit. He says that it's well written, and I'm sitting there going like, motherfucker, am I wrong here? No, wait, I reread it. I was like, no, this is definitely written really bad.
Do you know what's worse? What's worse is that people say this kind of shit, and they're clearly wrong, but there's always like a bunch of people somewhere going, and they're clapping their fucking club hands together.
Always.
Going, they're right. I'm a feminist and I know these things. It's like, no. If you don't want to get offended by something, don't bother with it. People nowadays make the effort of getting offended by everything. They actually look for things to get offended by. It's like there's a cleavage in this film. Well, there's cleavage in every film technically. Oh, this cover of Spider-Woman has her putting her ass up in the air, and she is being sexualized. I bet there's no such covers of Spider-Man doing it. It's like every third cover of Spider-Man is him in the air with his ass up in the air. So I don't like, you know what I mean? It's just fucking stupid.
Oh, by the way, of course, like a true feminazi, she complained about the women being portrayed with a little bit more exposed cleavages because they weren't full nude. That's the worst part. They weren't full nude. It's like she complains about the women being exposed. What about the men? No, it's men. It's fine. It's okay. It's just
Yeah,
we need to.
There's a penis there. It's fine. They're just exercising their rights to be men. It's like, no, fuck off. If let's again. Don't know how we even got here, considering that we were talking about not Young Justice, about Titans. One last thing I'll say about the show to get back on track is that
it's shot like shit. The story is all the praise, but they still have potential to salvage everything.
Yeah,
I know.
There's some pretty good jokes in it here and there.
True, there was some that got me laughing.
The one where Starfire goes, "Oh shit, Dick's gonna think I've killed him now."
Yeah,
about that family.
I think there was like the moment that Dick Grayson revealed that he's an edgy boy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm an edgy boy. Calm down.
No. It's like Dawn and Dove were like, Dove just was like, Jesus. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that's funny. It's like the guy literally told you, I'm a different person. I'm way more violent. They're like, nah, you still say more.
He comes in, fucks all the people, and she goes, Jesus.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, but they sort of make up for that with other bad jokes. Like there's good jokes, and there's ones where it's like there's something horrifically violent going on, and it's dark for the sake of being dark, but there's just like a campy song playing in the background or something like that. It's just...
I think that this was in the Doom Patrol episode where they were trying to I can't fucking remember what the doctor tried to do something to emo girl.
And then she gets forgiven for breaking his fucking back as well. But she just can't control her power, even though she's been clearly controlling it for the last couple episodes. But she just can't control it. Don't worry about it, guys. He just can't walk now.
It's just...
All right, be on your merry way. Bye. It's like, no, please, why?
I think the best way to call this is fuck off. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Yeah, but again, characters in this show literally get away with murder.
Yeah, they do.
Literally. Okay, what else did I do? I had my staff do last night for Christmas. Yeah, from work.
Nice. How was it?
That was actually really good. It was like, it's just 8 of us. Well, 7 technically, but one of the girls used to work in our shop, and she's just been doing a lot of cover for us, so she came with us. Or
nice.
As she put it, she freeloaded off us.
She did put some work, so it's fine.
We went to like an Indian restaurant and ordered just like a bunch of sides and a bunch of mains and just shared everything. And just sat around with our own booze because it's a BYOB, and we just shot the shit the whole night. So it's a really good night. I was quite impressed. Well, impressed sounds a bit dickish, but we had a good time.
Did you get drunk?
I had like 3 beers, and I literally just finished the 4th one now.
Did they get drunk?
I don't know. Everybody had a bit, and everybody was a bit googly-eyed by the end. But some people didn't drink at all, so I don't know. I'm just confused now. I don't know what happened. It was a good time.
Yeah, no.
But
that's nice.
Apart from that, on Monday, I went and watched The Death of Superman plus Reign of the Superman on like a double feature at the cinema.
I actually watched Reign of Superman last night.
You know what? It's good. Reign of the Superman is actually, it's got some really good moments. But
yeah, it did.
Neither of those films are made for cinema.
To be fair, I don't think that these movies. It's the new continuity. It's the shitty continuity.
I'm not fussed about the continuity. I don't care if the story's good, fine. Which the stories in both, were not bad, but the animation wasn't up to par.
Really? I mean, I thought for the most part
They say
Reign of Superman was decent.
The Reign of Superman was, but it's in places where they don't care. You can see it's just choppy, and models just change, and people's eyes are 3 feet apart in one shot, and then the next shot in the same scene, they're like too close together.
Okay.
It just feels like they
pay that much attention.
That's neat. It feels like they outsourced it for certain scenes, because in the previous one, in Death of Superman, when he fights Doomsday, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's, you know how in the original animated one, sort of Superman has a fighting chance and he's like fighting him every now and then. He's like swinging at him and stuff.
Yeah.
And this one, he just gets his ass handed to him. Literally. Anything he tries to do, Doomsday just goes, nope, grabs him by the head and just pummels him. It's literally...
Sounds fair.
It's the last half an hour of the film. It's just Superman getting his shit pushed in and getting thrown through buildings.
No, really, how that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was. You know what? It was really good, and a lot of it was a big crowd as well. The theater was nearly packed, and next to me it was the Swedish old lady with her grandson, and she enjoyed every minute of both films. She was laughing at the jokes. She was having a hot dog. It was a good time, and I'll give you a joke from the first one. It's not a spoiler or anything.
Okay.
But obviously, you know how these are structured. The movie opens up with a crime, and the main hero comes in and stops the crime.
Yep.
So there's a crime going on that ties in later on. Superman comes in, kicks everybody's ass. And then he goes, are there any Justice League members close by? The Flash shows up out of nowhere and goes, I'm here to help. Superman goes, yeah, clean up for me, please. I gotta go. And then he just flies off, and there's like maybe 5 seconds of dead silence. Flash just stood like in the middle of the street and just goes, I wonder if it's too late to join the Titans. Then a bit more dead silence, and he goes, is there an age limit for that? I'm not sure. And I'm there just going, yay. Yep. Well, it's self-aware.
I mean, to be fair, this has become more often with the self-aware things. No, yeah, but the thing that I mostly enjoyed about the Superman, the second one, was at the end when Wonder Woman calls Superman and she goes like, "Tell Lois I'll meet her on Friday," and he's fucking Lock.
He just looks at her and went,
"What?
What?"
And when he says like, "Clark, what's the matter?" Because she knows what. Yeah. What she says is like 2 worlds colliding. At that point, I fucking lost it.
Yep.
Because funnily, this has happened to me. Not in the same context, but close enough. Oh
god! It's like the moment you relate to it. It's like, oh god.
I was like, wait, what? Since how the fuck is like? They were like, well, we just know each other. I was like, shit.
That's because they actually spent a lot of time together. They spent some time together in the first one, and in the second one, you've seen them how they went for ice cream. Was it? Or was that the previous one?
No.
That's in the previous one. The two of them go for ice cream.
And this one they came stupid. They went out with ice cream. I guess that's where the ice cream joke comes from.
Yep, the ice cream joke's from the New 52 run when Wonder Woman finds ice cream for the first time and she's like, "What is this? This is amazing. This is amazing." It's the same as the film with Gal Gadot when she tries ice cream for the first time. She's like, "What is this? You should be blessed."
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the jokes landed, and both films were really enjoyable. I like how much of a douche Superboy was.
Oh, well, that was kind of...
He's just there walking around the street doing the Spider-Man dance, just pointing at ladies, and everybody's taking selfies with him. Yeah.
By the way, sorry to stop this, but apparently right now, this very moment, NetherRealm is doing a...
I know, because I've been looking... I was watching the stream before we started. Trust me, there's already cut to the first part of the stream online. My god,
I know, I'm watching it.
That game looks fucking amazing.
Sonic Fox versus... Oh, fuck, Sonic Fox. Oh, god.
That game looks incredible.
I don't think so. I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. And
I know, but the amount of new systems they've thrown in, and the fact that you can do half supers and mega supers, and there's like 3 different tiers of characters again, and there's so much shit going on. And it's going to be a time travel story, and the story mode's going to be good.
Oh, God, no, please no time travel. Please no time travel. Please no time travel.
Well, they did time travel with 9, and it was fucking great.
No, it was stupid. It left literally more questions.
Yeah, that's why they went into 10 and answered some, and now they're going to go into this and answer even more.
They answered nothing.
Shut up.
I actually read the fucking...
No, shut up. They're good.
I even read the comics. It made no fucking sense.
But yeah, I mean... Where was it? Yeah, so both films I watched, and they were good. They were a really, really good time. Again, it shouldn't have been... I'm glad I saw it in the cinema, but it's just too choppy, and it's just... You can tell they didn't spend that much money on it, because every now and then, even the lips didn't match the words, which is like the simplest... Not the simplest thing to do, but it's... If anime can sort of do it every now and then, Western animation should be able to do it too.
Oh, that's a yes and a no.
That's what I mean.
Well, after I watched Superman, I was kind of dreading to watch the one of us. Apparently, well, there was a party next door,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't want to watch it during that time. I was like, fine, and I found myself trying to watch the animated Godzilla movie.
I thought that one was decent.
No, it's
That
CGI.
Yeah, I know it's CGI, but I heard it
It's
was like,
horrendous CGI.
oh no, is it anime CGI where they animate it like it's anime, but
Yes,
it's oh
yes,
no.
yes. Guess what? It looks so bad. I was like,
There we
oh,
go.
hello, Liverpool.
Welcome to
Uh,
Liverpool.
I was like, please, for the love of fucking God, don't ever do this shit. Just stick with goddamn it. I mean, I get it. I mean, I watched Overload. They had also CGI there. The CGI looked horrendous. But I mean, most of the time it looked horrendous. But some of the time it was unintentionally funny. Watching the Dark Knight just to sprint off to the nearest people to butcher them. It looks stupid, but it looks funny stupid.
Right,
But
do me a favor, carry on talking about Overlord or something. Go on a tirade because I actually need to go get out of the sweater because I'm currently sweating my ass off. So you carry on talking. I'll disappear for like a good minute. I'll be back in a sec.
It's fine. So the animation is like occasionally they nail it properly. I think that there was this one about all the characters were based on the periodic table. The CGI was pretty good and it was done mostly in CGI, which is amazing. Other shows that use the CGI to the fullest extent, and some that use it to an absolutely abhorrent extent. One of which is Berserk, and we don't talk about that piece of shit. But when they do it right, it's fine. They do it because of the cost reduction, because it's cheaper for them to produce the CGI rather than having to hand draw it, and it's actually faster to do as well. Still, I said it's too early for them to be using so much CGI, especially because the whole style of CGI and hand drawn, when you put them side to side, they look so different that anybody can see them.
I have returned.
Okay, I was running out of ideas what to talk about. No, I was talking about how if you put CGI with the hand-drawn backgrounds mostly and other type of animation, you put the CGI there, it looks fucking horrendous. So you either have to go full CGI or full hand-drawn, but they don't do it because.
Oh, we have an actual viewer. And
That's me.
No, there's somebody that just said hey in chat.
I'm confused.
Hello, person in the chat. Welcome, one viewer. Thank you for watching or listening, I should say. Where are we up to? So both Superman films were good.
Yep. Okay, I'll watch the first. I'll watch the first at some point when I have the desire to watch the Boy Scout himself once more.
Boy Scout punching things. Also, I've been trying to sort of get into new music. No, we're not voice actors, person in the chat. We're just podcasters. We're trying to be. I've been trying to get into new music, but I'm currently trying to sort of branch out a bit with different types of metal. I found a great band that I recommend to you because they're a German band. Evo.
I know the utterly butterly one.
No, they're called We Butter the Bread with Butter.
Yeah, it is an utterly butterly name.
No, Utterly Butterly is a different band.
There's a band called Utterly Butterly. I thought that this was the buttering.
No, the Utterly Butterly, aren't they the guys that are all dressed like what's his face from The Simpsons?
No, I don't know. I mean, when I say Utterly Butterly, I'm thinking about the butter, the cheap one.
No, what you're thinking about. But I'm pretty sure there's a band dressed like, is it Smithers? Not Smithers. The guy that wears nothing at all. I forget his name. But there's a band that the entire band, they're like a metalcore band, and they're all dressed like him. They're really good.
I found an Utterly Butterly ukulele project. That's not it.
Christ.
I'm pretty sure you're confused.
No, the band's called We Butter the Bread with Butter. I will leave you some links to them later on because they're fucking great. Also, been listening to a lot of Behemoth.
I am strangely okay with this.
Yeah.
For the first time in a while.
I'm gonna go see him on the 11th, actually, of February.
Listen to Battery.
I've tried listening to Battery, but there's something about him that just irks me. I don't know what it is. Like I don't usually like black metal, but Behemoth make me feel certain ways that
Satyricon?
Yeah, they're all right. It's just their production is not great. It's just Behemoth are the one band that actually have really good production. The one black metal band that do. And That's good.
I'll be honest. Lately, I've been listening to a lot, mostly to some shit, quite literally shit.
Some shit.
Because I guess need to recharge to get back into the proper music. I mean, the best thing I've listened is the one thing I always listen like at least twice a day. And it's "Throw Down the Sword" by Wishbone Ash.
No, that's
And
a
that
good.
song's
That's a
just
good song.
no, that's not a good song. That's a fucking art piece.
Yeah. I will try to find the one by We Butter the Bread with Butter if you want to just throw it on your headphones and like on a quiet volume while we're talking, because it's the one song that really got me into them. But don't worry about it. I will. We Butter the Bread. This is really good content. Also, they did a metalcore cover of "Man's Not Hot" as well. So, so that's really good.
Okay. I don't want to know. I guess I'll know it and I'll just spread it around.
Why is my computer running so slow? There we go. I have left you a thing.
Alright.
A link in thine Discord. Okay, so we've talked about that. We've gone over this and that. Yep. I think it is time we get into the news.
Right. So let me first begin. I've got very somber news for you.
Oh, somber news.
You know, yeah. You know how last week we talked about how the exclusives for the both consoles is just down to personal preference?
Yeah.
Well, apparently I found something which I can't find for some reason now. Apparently someone made a list and turns out that every exclusive for last year's Xbox One, is rated negatively.
Oh no.
So they don't even have that one for them. It sold well, rated negatively. There is another one before we begin with the other actual news. You know the game Artifact?
Yeah.
That game that I want people, mostly my friends, to not buy.
Artifact doesn't look great.
It's not. It's a broken mess. It's a broken mess that we can get into details at a later date, but whatever. You know what happened? It's at a record. It's at a very good record.
What? It's not as bad as the records of Fallout 76, so...
No, it was.
Oh, shit.
Trust me, it was.
No.
See, Artifact came in, what, end of November, beginning of December?
I don't know. I don't really...
It's been around for, let's say, 2 months.
Okay.
In these 2 months, it set the record for the game that lost its player base the fastest. Since the beginning of the game, it lost 97% of its player base.
Well, I thought Battleborn was in the lead for that.
No. See, the problem with Battleborn is it came at
a very unfortunate time.
Yeah, it had no chance. But it's actually I felt that it was better than Overwatch for as far as I watched and played a little bit. It just felt more solid and more interesting. But you know, Overwatch is Overwatch.
Overwatch is a Blizzard game. It's gonna get a shitload of followers as it is.
They marketed it better.
Overwatch had porn before it even came out. So yes,
exactly.
They did market it really well.
Yep.
So
yeah. I mean, again, say a couple of news so I can say no.
But yeah, any other sort of thing you want to say? Any other news?
Oh yeah, last week because I was in such a bad state, I was in a literally really horrendous state. I forgot to mention, you know that piece of shit that came out like 7 years ago called Iron Sky?
Iron Sky, that's the one where the Nazis are on the moon, yeah?
The Dark Side of the Moon, yeah.
Yeah, that's getting a sequel, isn't it? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. It looks horrendous.
Yeah, I know.
I saw this poster. At least it looks passable. Have you seen that the new movies that Mads Mikkelsen is gonna be in?
The survival one.
No, that's the Arctic. He's gonna be in another one.
Which one?
It's called Polar. It's Mads Mikkelsen replaced John Wick.
Really?
Yes, and it looks gloriously stupid, and I'm gonna fucking watch it.
Crikey, leave me. Why did I just say crikey? God. Crikey. Leave me a link so I can leave it in the description afterwards.
It's called Polar.
Polar.
Yeah, it's based on a novel, visual novel. I guess it's something like that. I don't know. He's a world top assassin, loses one eye when he retires, and they try to kill him, and then he just goes and kills them because, you know.
It's alright, it could be worse.
It's literally John Wick, but with Mads Mikkelsen. I'm okay with that. I'm strangely okay with that.
I'm not gonna complain.
No one's ever gonna. There is also a couple
News,
of things that came out. It's like there is also, uh, this, the True Detective got a third season. It looks
Yep.
absolutely horrible. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's like a first season, except that instead of Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, we've got a black guy who's not a bad actor, but he just has the misfortune of doing this. Doing exactly the same shit.
That's such a good description. No, he's not a bad actor. Unfortunately, he's in this
No,
shit.
he actually is a good actor. I've seen him before. He's a brilliant actor. He does a good job.
What's his name
But,
again?
oh god.
I'll look it up. You carry on talking. I'll look it up.
And the thing is, it's exactly the same fucking thing as the first season. I don't want that. People never understood. This is not how it works. It's like the first season was a occult-based mystery. The second season was more like a true crime with maybe an occult link. No, they went back to the pedophilia rings with the fucking
Oh shit! It's the dude from
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
I'm pretty sure I butchered it. Please don't be angry. No, wait.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali. He's in the new one. He's the dude from. He plays in Luke Cage.
Was he the Luke Cage guy?
He's the villain in Luke Cage. Yeah.
I mean, he's a good actor.
He's a really good actor. Yeah.
Yeah, this will bomb. This will probably bomb because I know people were asking for it, but they never really understood.
And he voices a character in Into the Spider-Verse as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the first movie. Matthew McConaughey's character, which Rusty, remember
yep.
Rusty? He went to her store in the end. He witnessed her store and didn't go through the gates. That's it. He never met the King in Yellow. He never went to the. It's like this is not the point. And it ended. He knew that if he went to meet the Yellow King, the answers that he would find would not be the answers that he would like to find.
The first season wasn't even that much about the Yellow King himself. It was about the search for him and if he even existed.
Exactly, but in the end, he saw her store. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Okay, so True Detective season 3, blah blah blah. One main article of news is the Aquaman. That formidable film we talked about in the first episode, or episode 0, crossed $1 billion worldwide.
Not surprised. Actually, before we start talking about the movie, I have to say something about the Aquaman movie.
Yes.
You remember? I guess last week someone told me, Vasco told me something. It's like he read somewhere that Aquaman just retread the Black Panther, just flipped around. It is. It really is when you think about it.
Kind of is, yeah. A lot of people were comparing the two.
We were comparing the two, actually.
Yeah.
But it never. But it's not that it never crossed the.
It's not about. Yeah, it might be a retread, but it doesn't make it about film.
Oh please, just take me, God, take me. Apparently they're gonna make another Ghostbusters.
That's in the docket.
Fuck.
We have a teaser trailer for Ghostbusters 3, and it's literally just a shot that goes into a barn, and there's a car covered up, and it's the Ecto one, or whatever it's called. I forget.
And it's in 2020.
Next
kill
year.
Me.
Next year.
Please, kill me. I just don't want this. Yeah. I don't want it.
So Aquaman crossed $1 billion. Good for them. That's really good.
It's good for Disney.
We have Ghostbusters 3, which we don't want to talk about. Speaking of Disney, Spider-Man Far From Home, the trailer came out.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I'm not.
We have Mysterio with a fishbowl on his head.
Did they really do it?
Yes.
Is it going to stay for the whole movie though?
Well, in the first shot, Gyllenhaal shows up. He's not wearing the helmet, but then you can see him fighting people, and he's got the helmet on his head. And he's just like the goofiest guy flying around with a fucking fishbowl on his head. I looked at that and went, I'm watching this first night, opening night. It looks good. It looks good.
I just want to see Mysterio with the fishbowl tag.
He has it on his head in one of the shots. It's fucking great. Yeah, we're gonna get Hydro Man, Lava. I think the 3 Elementals, as well, and we're gonna get Nick Fury and shit like that. So it looks really good.
Oh, another thing.
Yeah.
See, wait, give me a second because I need to find the name of this movie because I always forget it. See,
yes.
Remember back in like 2014. We went to watch the movie called Nightcrawler.
With Healing Hall, yeah.
Yes, with Hall.
That's
Jake
not a
Gyllenhaal.
bad film.
Actually, it was pretty fucking bad. Please remember.
Oh,
we
God, for
we
God's sake.
finished. No, we finished lectures. We went to watch the Nightcrawler, and we turned out we spent
2014.
2
No,
hours.
I came back from work. I came into town for work to watch it, and then you guys said,
What?
"Hey, let's go eat," and then I had to walk home because there were no buses left.
No, we were still living in this 2014. We were still living in.
No, 2014. I was at the pub. We finished university in 2013.
Is it that?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah. It was, yeah.
Oh, maybe. So
It was
Jake Gyllenhaal-
you, me, and Vesco at next to Sulphur Crescent just stood there waiting
Oh,
for the fucking bus.
I think that Viara was with us. Maybe.
Viara came to watch it for the first hour, and then she left.
And then
Because she was
went
like,
back.
guys, I gotta go. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I just came. She goes, no, I gotta go. Bye. I was like, shit.
No, we finished university to go and watch a 2-hour fucking the university lecture about fucking business. Yeah. Thank you. No. I'm done with this.
So anyway,
Right,
you were
no.
talking about Nightcrawler.
Yeah. See, the guy who created Nightcrawler
Uh-huh.
has a new movie.
Oh.
It's called Velvet Buzzsaw, starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
Velvet Buzzsaw.
Yes.
That's the stupidest
Guess
title
what?
I've ever seen. I want to watch that.
It's a horror movie.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember? The premise is that art comes to life and kills people because art.
Uh-huh, okay.
It's about snowy people commenting on art and just being dicks.
That doesn't sound horrible.
Yeah, the art comes to life because they found this one guy's amazing art that it's recognized, so it's everywhere, so it spills to the other art, and I guess it infects it or some shit. It's not really explained, but
Uh-huh.
and it starts killing people.
Right.
It's not something that I'd say that looks positively scary. It looks like one of those movies that I'll just watch because I want to watch it and probably say like, could be worse. It stars. By the way, do you know who else stars in there?
Who?
Oh, Toni Collette.
Oh, who is that again?
She was in Hereditary, the mother.
All right, shit. All right, okay.
Yeah. Let's see someone else who. No, René Russo.
Okay.
Let's see
It's
now.
a promising cast, at least.
Yeah, and our favorite individual of all time.
Who?
John Malkovich.
Yes!
Malkovich. The sheer fact that I saw Jake Gyllenhaal and John Malkovich
In the same film, you're like, yay!
I'm sold. I want to see how John Malkovich is gonna chew the fucking scenery.
You're gonna see those two play.
Gyllenhaal.
You're gonna see those two play off each other so much. You're gonna just.
Oh, God. I mean, I don't have high hopes, but I expect to at least be entertained.
Okay, yeah. Leave a link for that one as well in the chat, if you will.
Yeah. And it's like I also saw another slew of other trailers and stuff, but these two are the ones that made the most impact on me because and John Wick having the.
Yeah, John Wick 3 is coming up. There's a trailer for it, and it looks as crazy as it always does.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I just can't wait for it.
Yep. There's another film that I saw the trailer for, which looks sort of weird. It has the odd title, but apparently it's a really serious film. The title is, this is the actual title. Don't think I'm kidding. It's called The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot.
I think I saw this. I guess this will tie up to the. What is it? Wait. To the movie we have to talk about.
Not really, because it's Sam Elliott with his big old mustache running around killing things.
No,
and that's the entire film, and it's just odd, and it's taking itself way too seriously, and I think it's just Oscar bait.
Isn't it? No, isn't it?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Apparently, yeah. I thought it was like a dark comedy or something. You know, like one of those absurd films.
Wait,
But
this
then
thing came out on the 26th of August.
Then I read it.
2018.
What? The Man
the
Who Killed
UK?
Hitler.
The Man Who Killed Hitler. And then
No, I don't
Bigfoot
think it
came
has,
out?
because
No.
the trailer's
It
new.
came out first. No, it's not. See, it was first shown on the Fantasia International Film Festival, and then it was shown in London on the 26th of August. It's getting a USA release, which means that technically we got it earlier than everyone else.
Oh, right. The Man Who Killed in theaters, VOD, digital HD, February 8th.
It's just okay. I'll see it.
From
It's
what I
just-
heard, apparently it takes itself way too seriously with a title like that. I don't even know why it would do that, but Another thing, there's a movie, another trailer that I saw that gave me really good vibes. It's called The Hole in the Ground.
Give me a second.
I'll copy the link over.
No, I found it.
You found it? It's about.
Oh
it's,
yeah.
It's like
yeah.
Irish horror, so it's set place in Ireland, and it's about. It gave me like, you know what it reminded me of?
Yeah.
It gave me really sort of Babadook vibes.
Babadook wasn't that good,
but it was still good though. Yeah. It's for a horror film that actually tries to not scare you with just jump scares and tries to give you genuine scares. It's good, and this one looks like it's along those lines as well.
Shit, I mean, it's like I'll watch it first. Maybe it's good. No one knows. I mean, until I see it, you can't say.
Another. Sorry, go
on. Now that you mention it, I remember last week I saw a horror movie trailer of a movie. I can't remember. So it starts off with this guy stopping at a gas station, asking directions for a quiet place in the woods.
Okay.
They show him quiet. I say, like, don't go there. Just don't go there.
Okay.
He goes there. He gets killed by something hideously looking. Apparently, it's a brought back woman that looks hideously. She goes to ransack the car, and this is literally still happening in the trailer. Opens the back, the trunk, and she finds the body of a girl. Apparently, the guy wanted to kill the girl there and just bury her. Yeah, fucking typical. Why else? And it turns out that she's blind. She doesn't know that she's being saved by a monster, and they just create this pseudo friendship. It's just.
I'm so confused.
So was I. I was literally confused. I'll watch it.
I'll see it. It's okay. I'll see it. Ah, well. Yeah, I think that's it for news. There was another article I saw on the Hollywood Reporter about misogynist, about how the new Watchmen show can avoid the misogynistic views of the original. But I found the article kind of stupid, and I sort of don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, because
it touches on what we touched on earlier about people just finding things to get offended by.
I remember back in the days where there was a Aquatico, of course, that piece of shit website. Who knew? I had this article about how they should remake Saving Private Ryan and include more female and black people, because what would you prefer, historical accuracy or PC shit? I was like,
Saving Private Ryan is literally one of the few Spielberg films I actually really like, so don't fuck it up. Don't even don't bother remaking it, because it's perfect through and through.
I mean, the whole point is, I mean, of course they're not. This shit will bomb faster than you can say what. I was like, the whole point is nowadays people just like, people died, historical accuracy. Nah, just make it PC. That's gonna be fine. No one's gonna get upset. It's like no.
Nobody's gonna get upset about people dying in World War II.
He's like, who knew? And we'll get to that later, of course.
For God's sake. You know, that's one of the first films Vin Diesel showed up in.
Oh yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's so fucking weird. How the tides have turned. Vin Diesel started in a good movie, and he's probably gonna finish his career on the bad ones.
What? Hey, Triple X was great.
Yeah, it was.
He fucked like 20 women.
Actually, he
picked up that horrible coat.
No, he slept with one woman.
No, there's in the last one. There's like a shot of like a harem of women sleeping around him, and then he gets up and he's like,
maybe I can't remember that. But I mean, I watched the remake. It was pretty funny when the Ice Cube busted in. There was
oh, it's the second Triple X, and he has that whatever. Was it a rocket launcher? Whatever he has.
I can't even complain. I'm happy.
I am not complaining at all.
It's just it's stupid. Yeah. Which reminds me, see, those movies are stupid. Iron Sky took itself too serious. It's like, you have a movie about Nazis on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, you don't have to be a serious film.
Yeah, and then you make it some PC shit about acceptance. Are you fucking retarded? What,
do you know who did the whole Nazi thing best and didn't take themselves seriously?
That's No.
Yes! Oh, I clicked my mic there, Jesus.
I don't even need to think about it. That's No.
That's No, through and through. Especially the second one where they use the guts to get fuel out to fuel up the tanks. Oh, I need to rewatch both of those films. They're fucking great.
Well, we might do this when I come tomorrow to Glasgow.
Glasgow.
No,
Yeah.
wait. We have Young Justice. Tomorrow comes Young Justice.
Yeah, we got 3 episodes of that to watch. By the way, I've got a projector, so we can use that.
I am literally doing the My Hero Academia right now. Just
I've literally not bothered with anime for ages. Oh,
No,
you
I
are
mean
doing
the
the meme where he's just shaking his head.
yeah. I just by the way, he's laughing at the same time.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Anime.
Well, that was intentionally stupid.
Is that the news?
No, I think there's
Have
a
you
lot more that
have
we
you got
have to
any
talk.
more news?
There is a lot more that...
Hellboy got a new poster.
Oh, wait, maybe. I mean, I
It
think I
looks
saw
good.
something about this, but I never
It's a good looking
checked it.
poster.
I mean, there is a lot of things that I can't remember, but I should. I mean, I didn't exactly keep a track on this. Oh, a bunch of games gonna come out soon.
Yep.
A bunch of good games.
Yep.
A bunch of bad games.
We're
bunch
getting
of
Devil
usual
May
shit.
Cry in 2 months, so
Oh, I'm so fucking afraid for that game.
I'm not.
It's just, I am. Do you know why I am?
Why?
Because it's become a cringe fest. It's like, you know, the game is gonna be good, but then they say there's gonna be pay to win mechanics.
Is there? No, they said that you don't need to. You can use it to get moves early, but if you don't want to do it, you still have enough orbs.
This is Konami we're talking about. Please.
No, it's not Konami. It's Capcom.
Oh wait, it's worse. It's Capcom. It's the people behind fucking Bejeweled, the original cancer.
Oh,
I think it was. That was PopCap Games. It's my bad, man. I've grown old. No, it's still
I'm
Capcom.
old.
Oh no,
I'm
wait,
old,
Capcom
man.
were behind.
No, sorry, I forgot the one biggest piece of news that actually happened last week, but we didn't end up covering it. Super Best Friends, or the just Pat and Wooly, have started a podcast as well. It's called Castle. It's called Castle Super Beast, and it's just the two of them shooting the shit every week. And I'm happy because now I have another podcast to listen to apart from the Weekly Planet.
Okay, I'll admit something. I personally don't listen to a lot of. I actually have listened only once, I think, to Super Best Friends, and I didn't care enough. It's not my jam.
I'll leave the introduction, their new introductions in the description. So if you want to look at them afterwards,
yeah, maybe, or maybe we can contact them and talk to them. Yeah, no, but
I am thinking about it, so don't even start.
No, but the thing is, like, so I went on the internet and I tried to educate myself a little bit because apparently this means a lot to you because you invited me to start doing this. It was like, fuck it, at least I can spend 5 minutes to learn something more.
Yeah.
And what I learned about the story, because there are apparently people who have chronicled the whole botch that happened with their channel and how they split up and why they split up. Some messed up shit.
Yeah, but I think might have read the same thing, and a lot of it I think is just speculation.
I felt bad for them. It shouldn't happen.
But that's what it is, though. You're a bunch of friends and you're loving what you're doing, but then the business side of things starts getting into it, and it's
not even the business side of things. The thing is that they do this on a daily basis. We do this once a week.
Yeah.
And they do it every day.
They record it like Monday to Friday from like 9 to 5 or something like that.
You
burn out eventually.
I get him. I mean, I do get him, but it's just. I mean, I think that even the fans are a bit that fault for this because apparently they wanted more and more and more.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna point my finger at anyone. It's good to have at least two of them back. Matt's doing his own thing as well. Like all three of them are doing well on their own. I just miss the fact that I don't get to listen to all three of my shitlords every week.
Well, I mean, I'm happy that they're at least doing something with them.
Put it this way, I followed them from from like 2009, from when they first started showing up on Machinima and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think we had even out your featured at some point.
My artist, I am the one that drew Wooly as a as a Naruto book that just says "When's filler?" and it's got dreads and a hat. I literally, because they said it on the podcast, and I literally threw it at him within half an hour after it came out. At like 10 in the morning before I went to work. They put it up on the page.
Yeah. So I guess the other news, well, we're not going to cover any political news. That's good.
We can't, apart from Brexit failing, but you know, that was
no, it didn't exactly fail. It's fucking complicated and stupid and it's fucking retarded.
Basically,
if by the way,
they're not getting out with a deal and they're not happy about it because Czech privilege, whatever.
No, because my God, why the fuck would anyone be forced to take the same deal that they were actually inclined because right? So England and the rest of them and most of the EU are part of one zone. Not all of it, most of it. They left that zone. In that zone, there are specific contracts.
Yep.
That stipulate specific things. Now, when you leave that zone, those contracts nullify.
Yep.
So they try to renegotiate the same contracts that they had.
To get the contracts, but leave the EU at the same time.
Yeah, same contract. And the thing is, why the fuck would they be on the same contracts if they're not in the zone?
Yep, because you need to be in the zone and in the EU for the contracts to work.
Yeah, it's like, well, they can't leave the EU. They just leave that specific zone, because if they leave the whole EU, they're literally stranded in the sea of.
Very true, but then again, that's what they wanted, wasn't it? Because they didn't do any fucking research, and all everybody clapped their fucking club hands together and yeah, we want to leave because the immigrants are here.
And now I was in my favorite place in Manchester.
Oh.
And I got myself a book.
Yes.
Yeah, I got myself a book. So I was down there paying for it, and I accidentally knocked some books that were literally standing right next to me.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what the books were?
What?
A tale of Brexit.
Oh, do you know they're doing a show about that with
Wait.
Benadryl Cabbage Patch?
No, get this shit. So I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And both of the clerks look at me and like, yeah, apparently this has become quite a prominent gift for Christmas. And
yeah, because nobody knows what Brexit is about, but they still voted to leave because somebody on TV said the immigrants are going to go, and they went and voted anyway.
Sadly, it doesn't work that way.
Exactly. I've been trying to tell it to people, but nobody fucking listens.
Oh, and it gets better. I see. Apparently now they want us to have visas. Us fucking filthy fucking immigrants.
I've been in this country for 8 years. I'm not getting a fucking visa.
No, they want us to have visas and whatever. But they want so when they visit our countries not to have visas.
Yeah, but they still want free reign and free trade and free transport and stuff like that. It's not the way it works. If you want to leave, you have to limit yourself and start like doing it like the U.S. where you just can't go there for 2 days.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, if you want to be modern day Cuba and just be laughed at people.
Yeah, or just be like certain parts of China where you can't go without a military escort or something like that. It's just. It's one of those things. It's such a typical British thing, which I'm really sorry to say, but they don't think things through. They just work on impulse, and when that comes and bites them in the ass, they blame everybody else around them. They don't blame themselves.
Well, as far as I talk to people and major, because we know cities like Liverpool, Manchester, London, and Birmingham, they voted to stay in.
Yeah,
all the people.
Glasgow did as well. The entirety of Scotland voted to stay.
Oh, by the way, you know that Scotland is technically not leaving the EU.
Yeah, well, no, that's another story because I don't think they have to leave the UK first before they leave the EU, and I don't think England's going to let them. And...
No, because they let them, and now England's strong arming them into leaving. And the whole point of Theresa May's idiotic speech is because if Scotland doesn't leave, that breaks the UK. Because they're not a united and they're not a kingdom. And welcome back to the fucking Dark Ages. All over.
Well, I like the fact that the Scotland minister said, she was like, yeah, we're going to stay. I don't know what Westminster's going to do about it, but we don't care. We're going to stay. It's like, yay. Exactly. I'm glad I moved here.
It gets better. See, it gets better. Because this shit doesn't end. It never ends. Apparently for the north, the place that they... the one that kind of decides for the north, how the north works, the true north, is Stoke.
Stoke.
Yup.
Out of all places, fucking Stoke.
Exactly. It was like, and they voted to go out, and that literally, and because the influence that they have of the other counties made that the major part of the north voted for out, even though it's just like they're like the representative for the north is Stoke. It's like of all the fucking shitholes you could have chosen, Stoke.
Don't pick Manchester or Newcastle or something like that. No, it's for God's sake.
No, I mean I think. The representative for the smaller counties, because Manchester voted to stay in, so did Liverpool, so did Birmingham, so did fucking London. Literally every major city.
The capital wanted to stay.
I mean, if the major cities were the most people were in, literally the 3 biggest cities say stay in, and of course the literal peasants go for no, we're gonna go out because fuck me, I can't read
right,
shit.
Let's just leave this because we can go on because as foreign boys we can go on this tirade about
it's painful, it's stupid,
about Brexit and how everybody is an idiot for voting to leave because they just want to get rid of the immigrants and then that's 80% of their workforce gone. But I'm not one to say that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So what we're moving to the section where we talk about the film because I gave you a film last week That's what we do. That's what we do here on the Voices from Behind podcast. We do every week. We give each other a film. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to be bad. It just has to be a film that's good enough to warrant some sort of discussion. So what was the film I gave you, my good sir?
Okay, so you gave me a documentary called One of Us.
Indeed.
Before we start, I have an interesting story about this movie, because of course it's me.
You said about something about a party going on next to you.
No. That's a different one.
Oh, that's a different story.
That's legitimately a different thing. See, I found the movie, One of Us, put it on. 20 minutes later, I was thinking to myself, this is a documentary about Hasidic Jews in New York.
That's basically the rundown of the film.
Yeah, I was like, so why am I watching a really shitty B movie? Interesting. So I dig up. You
didn't expect it to be that, did you? Because I told you it's a documentary, but I didn't tell you what it's about.
I mean, unless they started filming documentaries, shitty B movies, I fucking highly doubt. Because you see, it turns out there's another movie, an actual full feature length movie called One of Us.
Yeah, I know about that one. Yeah,
it's about a young journalist deep cover within a mountain commune or a cult, and becomes manipulated by a delicious cult leader. So 20 minutes later, I was like, why am I watching this when I put the other one to watch?
Did you watch the wrong film?
No, I didn't. I stopped it. I wanted to rewatch it, but I just gave up. So
I just imagine you going, this isn't about Jews.
I actually continued watching. Not watching, but checking stuff out. Because I was actually interested in this. Turns out that there is another thing called One of Us.
Jesus.
Yes. Give me a second for it to load because I can't exactly find it on IMDb. It's a one season, 60-minute drama and thriller that's apparently a Scottish one.
Oh.
From 2016. I was like,
there's too many One of Us's.
Exactly. One of them. And I was like, okay, right. Apparently, this happened. Okay, so I was like, okay, fine. So I finally found the proper version of the movie that I had to watch. God, Jesus, I did. Well, I put it on. At the same time, there was a party outside that didn't bother me as much as it should have. I don't know, getting used to it. So,
well, you're in the university part of town, so there's gonna be parties.
Yeah, whatever. Just roll with it. So, I managed it was a Wednesday. What the fuck was a Wednesday? Right, so I was watching the movie. I was like, okay, so the movie begins and starts off with a little bit of white text because every fucking documentary starts with white text.
Yeah, we're going full spoilers on this, by the way. If you haven't watched it, just give us a quick opinion of the film before you go into actual spoilers.
It's a movie that highlights a lot of the vices of the judicial system that we started beforehand, and with the explanation of how shitty humanity is as a whole. See, the movie touches on the three different aspects from the three different people, and these aspects are tightly linked to it. And before we start, I want to say this: I despise documentary movies as a whole. The reason why is like, let's call this an exploratory media. I definitely didn't come up with this 15 minutes ago. Nah.
So it's like I wasn't writing this before we started the podcast. I swear.
This exploratory media is particularly annoying to me because it explores, as you might have guessed, different aspects and things and stuff. I guess this is the best way I can explain it at this point. Different aspects and ideas and motions and walks and cycles of life of every notion and even science, and that you don't have normally any contact to. So it's like when you watch Animal Planet and you watch stuff about the savannas, well, you might have never stepped into a savanna, but you're watching it and you educate yourself and you're like, okay, so I see tigers, I see tigers, I see lions, I see whatever. Although tigers, yeah, that's just
tigers are in India. But
we are out of this. We are out of this. Just whatever. The point is, you see this, you watch it, you're interested. You see heavy shit about real life and you're not interested. Why? Because even though it's happening to a different part of the different part of the world, a world that you might never come into close contact to, the problems that they have are the same problems that you see around you.
Yeah, it's not something you always want to be reminded of.
Yeah, and especially in most of these these ones, especially this one. These are things that I would not like to be reminded of, because I know a lot of bad things, and a lot of bad people, and I've seen a lot of bad shit. I don't want to fucking go down and spend an hour and 40 minutes to remind myself that I have seen this shit.
To remind yourself that humanity is a bit shit.
It's like, I want to watch stupid shit occasionally. Okay, occasionally I want to watch good shit, but this is not good. This is real life, and real life's not fun.
Did you like the film though? Did you at least appreciate the themes it explored and stuff?
Well,
like that?
no, because lately
it was horrific.
No, because lately I have to deal with some kind of the same shit, different scale with different people, kinda, and it's just like, I was like, please, for fuck's sake, don't. You just, please, no.
Well, at least the movie did what it had to do and reminded you of shit.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
But I formed an opinion, which is fucking rare at this point. It's just like, I usually just zone out in this case, but I formed an opinion because I didn't hate it, but I guess I didn't mind watching most of it.
I was skipping. Like that the first time, because Desi and I sat down to watch it, and I was like, because you know the moment where you're sort of looking through Netflix and you're like, what do I watch? What do we watch tonight? I'm like, well, this one here is, it says it's like a documentary, and there's a Jewish person here. She goes, that's horrible. I'm like, yeah, but it says it's about, you know, Hasidic Jews in New York, and she goes, oh, well, yeah, let's you know, you're not expecting anything. Then a movie finishes, you're kind of like.
And you're like, shit, no cuddles for me tonight.
You're kind of like, I need a shower now.
Yeah, but okay, that's fine. You know,
so
and I finished the movie as well. I was like, there's a lot of things to talk about here.
There is quite a bit to talk about with this film. Yeah, it's a shitload of things to unpack, and it's
yeah, because the documentary, so ergo, it explores 3 different stories with different themes. It's not like the Poughkeepsie tapes where it was like one theme and how well it was executed. This is.
Yeah, but the 3 different stories. Poughkeepsie tapes was fictional. This is real, which makes it even worse.
I mean, like I said, this explores real life shit. Shit that I literally, like, it's half the shit I have to say I don't want to say because I've said it like a fucking week ago, and I don't want to retread myself because it's just stupid.
Yeah, well, let's try and. Yeah, that's why I offered this one, because it's kind of similar in tone.
Yeah,
but
it's had no idea to know that, this shit would just unfold in such a way.
Yeah, you don't expect it to unfold like it does, but it's still.
No, I mean for me in real life.
Oh, yeah, I didn't expect things to. Yeah, you're currently going through some weird shit, so I don't even want to go there. Then again, I'm going through some odd shit as well, so you know,
we're all going through
everybody's going through shit.
Exactly.
Start your synopsis now, friend.
So the first story we have is Etty.
Yes.
Etty is a woman with 7, I think, children. Or was it 8?
She has a bunch of kids. Yeah.
Too much.
And no, I don't think it's 7 or 8. No, she has less. She has
I think it was 7. I think.
Is it 7? I don't remember how many. I know that one of them was old enough to take care of the rest.
One was 11. I will find out at the end. So she has way too many kids for our sakes.
And she's young as well.
And she's like, all right. So it starts off with a phone call from her to the police saying that people have been hammering on the door.
Or outside the house, yeah.
Yeah, she's scared. Turns out that she is divorcing her husband, which is a big no-no. We'll get to that later.
In the Hasidic community, it is, yeah.
And she's like, and she's taking the kids away. All right, okay, I was like, fine, because he abuses her, and I fucking hear that word at this point on a daily basis. I'm like, oh no.
Please no, not the abuse.
Shut up.
No, God,
please, no, fuck you. It's like, so she goes through the hills like, oh, we met twice. One time we just sat on a bed for half an hour, and he had his hands across his chest, and he crossed his legs. It was like, he didn't say a single word. And then we got married. I was like, okay. So I was like, okay. First of all, you can't blame the Hasidic Jews and their community for having such a shit husband. That's purely luck at this point.
No, but then you find out that that's how it works there.
No, I mean, he could talk. I mean,
true, yeah, he's still a piece of shit. But...
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I think, but we take this in verbatim when you think about it, because she says it. We never see it. She says that he abused me.
Yeah.
We can't say that for sure, but for the sake of argument, let's just pretend that it is so.
Mm-hmm.
See, he abuses her. That's fine.
It's not fine at all.
Okay, yeah, it's not fine.
She has like 2 black eyes and a stain on her back. That's fine. That's okay.
So the thing is like, okay, that happened. it's not good. It's not good. So she took steps to try and save herself and the children because it's abusive. But the thing that most bothered me was like she took a step that it's not too far, but it's normal. But she couldn't reach out to other people because if she is like told other people that her husband's such a piece of shit that he's been abusing her, she can't take it, that this is not normal. I don't think that even religion covers this in such a way.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think that there is any religion that says that abusing a woman is considered a God's will, and especially if it's your spouse.
True.
And it happens. So she moves out. Apparently, she's able to find herself a apartment, a big ass fucking apartment with what was it, three washing machines.
No,
Was
that
it
that
two?
was the communal washing room. I don't think that was the actual apartment.
I mean, it doesn't look like she was communal. It doesn't
No, a
matter.
lot of apartments in New York, I think, are like there's one washing room for the entire building, so everybody
Yeah,
goes to
but
do their laundry
okay,
there.
so it's like it's a really and she has this really large fucking apartment, and then it downs you. She doesn't know she knows English, but she doesn't have any skills.
Yep, because she's grown up like all the
We'll,
Hasidic
we'll
Jews in their own
yeah, we'll
community.
get to that one as well. But this is like, how the fuck does she have the money for that one? This is New York. Shit ain't cheap. This is literally
Yeah.
not cheap. Even such, I think that she should be lucky. It's funny, but no one talks about how she makes money. I don't want to know how she makes money, but I do want to know. But because it matters. Because it's a realism thing. Because it's like, oh, I'm working those two shitty jobs from 9 to 6 and from 7 to 8. Some
Yeah,
shit.
she works at a grocery store or something, doesn't she? And then whatever
I'm
the other
not
thing
sure.
is.
It's like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I can't remember if she said that she worked. Maybe she did. Can't remember. So, it's like, and the children are the fucking worst. Because none of them know any basic skills. I mean basic. They after the touches, they don't know even simple math. Mind you, I can't even understand how you can live without simple math. How you can live without even without math. What's
Well,
the
you're
fucking
you're a bit of a mathematician, so it's
Yeah, sure, but fuck it. Leave the beautiful math, simple math. How the fuck are you supposed to do the 1 plus 1 when you can't do it? It's just simple stuff. Okay, 1 plus 1 is easy because you see fingers.
yeah.
It's proven that you can.
7.
Right, no, the idea is it's proven that you can tell up to 4 without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like literally you look and you see and you know. Up to 4 is fine, but it's like simple mathematics, multiplication, divisions, percentages, stuff that you actually need on a daily basis. Nah, fam, they don't. It's like,
Nah, fam.
nah, fam, nah, they don't do it. It's really apparent in this day and age that this shit's allowed. Like, I get that they're religious and they are these Eastern European Jews from the 18th century that survived the Holocaust, and this shit plays a really big part in my opinion. And they moved to fucking New York and they created this whole community, which is literally an inbred part of town.
You realize that we had, where we used to live in Salford in the accommodation,
Yeah.
there was the exact same community around the corner from us.
Yep.
You know, the one where we went up the hill. There's the massive houses started. That
Yep.
was just the Jewish. It was the exact same. That's why everybody gives you funny looks when you walk past.
I mean, I guess, but thing is, though, it's like it's fine. Fuck it, it's okay. You have your communities, but you don't. And this is I guess it's a tool for keeping people under control because they're stupid. They're not dumb. They're just stupid. They're uneducated, unskilled idiots who cannot survive without the community.
Yeah.
And if they leave, they're forced to go back because they can't survive. This ties into the other two people because when Nettie tries to leave, she somehow has acquired the skills, and she shows us books of the stuff that they're taught in the Hasidic schools. Well, basic school books that you should be able to find in, I guess, most places.
Yeah, but
the
because it's a
females,
Hasidic school, it's like everything's blocked out.
every female is blocked out.
True.
Every female. It's just not the boys, the female. And I can't say I'm exactly an expert on Judaism, especially on the Hasidic Jews, but I don't know why. Let's say that a female are less than third for them. Let's go with that one.
Yeah.
Because apparently this is some level of objectification that makes no sense. So these sons of bitches are so fucking lazy that they can't create their own books and make this accessible, that they have to block out stuff because it's easier.
Yep.
It's just, what's the point of it? Just teach them. And question is, when they grow up, how do they actually function in a societal manner for them to make money to bring back to the table?
Well, they don't, because they work in the Hasidic neighborhood. They work in that. They live, breathe, and die in that community.
Yeah, but the thing is, I get
that's why you see them clumped up in big groups, because they're all working at the same place. So that's why they're all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, how the fuck would you pay for all of it? For the water, the electricity, whatever.
Evo, they're Jewish. They know how to do that kind of stuff.
That's racist.
It is, but it's true.
Well, it is, because it functions with again with the story. So I moved on. I was like thinking, like, oh, so it turns out that they're politically active, and at that point they just fucking downed on me.
Yep.
So this is literally a cult. This is exactly a cult.
Yep. That's what it is.
But when white people do a cult, everybody's up in fucking arms, saying that this is not normal. But these people, they have survived. Their great grandfathers have survived the fucking Holocaust, and they think that they have survived the Holocaust somehow. And this is like a shield that they have, because afterwards, the father of the children, of Eti's children, tries to get sole custody of it. He harasses her over the phone. Doesn't matter. They ask her how she's dressed, because usually that doesn't matter, but it does matter because they have laws to protect them from this.
In their community, yeah.
No, in their community. In the fucking constitution, they go towards the judge, a judge who is not part of the community, and they use the status quo. I think it is the law. I can't remember. And they use it. It's like everything they say is like, this is adherent to the status quo. It's like, how do you dress? Do you bring them to the table? Does she wear a scarf on the head? It's like, what the fuck's the point of her wearing a scarf to the head if she's not Jewish, especially Hasidic one? It's like, but this shows the duality and might create a discontent between the father and the children. It's like, yeah, and you want to create discontent between the children and the mother because you don't like the mother, because she left the community. It just makes no sense. But the system allows it because they're Jews and they're survivors from the Holocaust, at least the granddads, and the children are considered property. And they actually say it. Children are property. It's like, my God, it's idiotic. It's idiotic.
It's stupid. It's like the girl's like, I just want to leave. I just want to live a normal life and look after my kids separately. And they're like, you're not going anywhere. You've paid by blood because we have your kids now. So
it's so infuriating.
It is, but it happens in the real world.
You know how fucking difficult it is when you have a woman that wholeheartedly decides to leave the abusive relationship, especially one that's go physical. That's just difficult. It's just bad. It's just, and you know, and people who try to help them, but in the end they use that help against the other people, against the people that try to get the help. How the fuck do you even do that?
It gets so bad that this woman gets testified against her by her own mother.
Yep.
Because they're all so brainwashed to the point where like, what do you mean you're leaving? You can't leave. I'm your mother. It's like the one person we all know that you can turn to your mom and she'd be like, you're doing the right thing. Don't worry about it. And in this case, you're like, oh, she's talking about her mom. Her mom testified against her.
I mean, these people are.
No.
I mean, these people are just unfit to exist at this point. Because this is not normal. A mother should support her child. And this child is fucking abused. It's like, I know that people is like, I know this is real life. They would move heaven and fucking earth to save that child. Yep. That's what a mother.
But in this community, in brackets, they're like, yeah, she's against the status quo, so she's got to go, and I don't care if she lives or dies. Idiotic. It's like, she's your daughter. Why are you being like this?
It's just like it's literally just idiotic. It shouldn't happen, but it does, and you can't stop it because. You know,
because the status quo.
Exactly. So
even when it ends and she finally leaves the community, it's such a bittersweet ending because you feel for her so much because she's finally out of it. But she only sees her kids like once a week.
Under supervised for 1 hour.
By being watched by the Jews, and she has to wear like the sheitel, the wig and everything. It's just not.
And it gets better. Apparently, they even proved that they have been harassing her and stalking her.
Yep.
And they don't care. It's just that the judicial system doesn't care. What the fuck is this?
Why? Well, they have judges in court, and they were using like judges and lawyers from the same community. So she's not winning the case in any way, because all the judges are Hasidic, and all the lawyers and the jury, they're all Hasidic. The jury itself is people from her neighborhood that will because she wants to leave, none of them want to have anything to do with her.
At this point, they just smuggled the children and the kids outside of America.
Yeah, but you can't, because she's watched all the time.
Oh,
They make a point of going that there was a man taking notes of her being on her bike or leaving or going to the store or going to like the survivors little thing, like the other community of everybody that's managed to leave.
Footsteps.
Footsteps, yeah.
I don't know, it's a dumb name, but it makes sense.
It makes sense because she's taking steps to leave.
Exactly, but it's a dumb name.
And so it's a real thing.
Yeah.
I think
that's still a dumb name.
That's the worst part.
I mean, all of it is, but yeah, but it's a dumb name, but it makes sense. It's just like one of those.
Yeah, it does.
It's not like our name is genius, but it's
ours is because we're the voices that show up from behind you, and you don't know if you should trust them or you should be scared for your butthole. But you know, that was not PC at all.
Well, probably.
This podcast isn't PC as it is, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we can't keep PC.
Nah, we're Bulgarian. We swear like sailors.
Yeah, especially when we talk about such concepts, it's like you can't talk about.
Although I found a little trick if we're ever gonna get monetized on YouTube. By the way, if we don't swear for the first, I want to say 30 seconds to a minute, we can just carry on swearing after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's
the YouTube bot. It's the way the bot works and the way it searches for swear words and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep it.
So yeah, Letty is she manages to leave the community, but
does she?
Well,
it's a good question. Does she? Because
she technically does, but it is still to the point where it's like, oh no, Letty. I mean, Letty, you can't even see your kids properly.
It's like, no, she leaves the community, and yet she has to go back every fucking week to see her children.
Yep.
It's just like she didn't even exactly leave the community.
And the dad's still a piece of shit, and her family are still pieces of shit.
Oh, but the thing is, it's like the apparent and how we got it is like the children did not go all to the dad; they actually got split up.
Yeah,
which is fucking worse.
Yeah, and
what is wrong with these people?
The dad takes some, and her mom took the rest. I think that's what it was, and it's even worse because it's like, you're my mother. You should be. Why are you being like this?
Fucking unfit parenthood at its finest. It's like, okay, so find a way to make it work and just fix this.
That's cults.
Fix this. Even cults have some Even cults have some kind of a fucking law against this shit. I presume. I don't know. I've never been in one. Don't want to be in one.
Neither have I.
I've been
I know
able to
people.
resist the vegan.
I know people that are in cults, and it's not a pretty picture because they lose themselves. Well, no, nothing wrong with being vegan as long as you don't push it down people's faces. It's the same with everything.
Tell me one person who doesn't do that. Tell me one. I'll call you a fucking liar. I'll call you a fucking liar. Liar. She eats fish.
No.
I presume she eats. I don't know.
No, she does. She doesn't. She's trying to go all healthy and stuff. So.
But every fucking
every vegan when they first start go through the whole phase of. What are you doing? Why are you eating the bacon? You're killing the animals. You don't appreciate the animals, pal. Give me metal. I'm a vegan. It's like, no, stop it.
Have you heard about this new amazing movement called veganism? Do you want to join it? We've got some free fucking celery.
Do you want to eat some kale with me? We're going to chew it for 3 hours and then spit it out because it tastes like shit. It's okay. We'll put it in a smoothie. We'll put the kale in a smoothie and mix it with cucumber. And they're gonna drink it and just pretend it doesn't taste like grass. Yeah.
Yeah. CrossFit. Never forget for CrossFit.
Hey, I like watching the CrossFit games though.
CrossFit
games are fun as hell because you just watch the buff ladies on the bikes and just stare at their butts.
No, it's fun at here because you see them injuring themselves and probably risking paralysis for a whole year.
Yep.
For the rest of their lives. It's hilarious. But besides the point, I have resisted the most common white trap cults in existence. I don't think I'm going to take
I resisted CrossFit. I resisted veganism. What's left? Where do I go now?
Well, to be fair,
you don't want to be spiritual and like what's the other one? You don't want to be a white person walking into a room going, "Namaste. Let's do some yoga now." Nothing worse. That we went to like a spiritual. It was like a spiritual fest, sort of like an expo, where you go and like you can buy like soaps and like scented candles and shit like that.
This made you do it, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was a bit of an eye opener because it just makes.
It's
you
not,
know what?
man.
No, it was an eye opener in the sense that I never want to go to one of these ever again.
I wouldn't want to go to begin with. I don't know why you even went there.
I had some fun just staring at people getting their minds read. Apparently, even though the Oracle said the exact same thing to every single person and just tried to pry answers out of them. It was the funniest thing ever. Because she's like, do you know anybody that starts with the letter F, H, G, M, or S? And it's like, that's like 7 letters. It's like, obviously, do they eat food? Yes. See, I know these things. Is there like another person in your life that's a man? Because I can see him standing behind you, and you're there like, what are you talking about, lady? It's like she says like Scottish city up north. Does that city or the city next to it or the city over or 3 cities over? Do any of those make sense? Yeah, you're like, shut up. Just shut up.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, it's so stupid. It's just like
oracles, man. Have I ever told you that joke about a clairvoyant? A man decides to go to a clairvoyant, and he goes up to their office and he knocks on the door, and from the inside he hears, "Who is it?" And then he just leaves. He's like, "Oh, this is the worst clairvoyant ever." He just leaves.
Yeah. See, but I forgot to mention, like, I have some Israeli friend Jews.
Yeah, I've spoken to them myself. Yes. The guys you play Counter-Strike with.
Yeah, they're fucking amazing assholes. And some not piece of shit that happened. I mean, they finished the military service and they're out of the service.
Mm-hmm.
At least Johnny is. I think that Johan dodged it.
He's a draft dodger.
I don't know how he did it. He just did it. Just did it. I think he did. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Plenty of people who at this point dodge. I have to ask them because I know that there's also a large Hasidic community in Israel.
There's one in every city, dude. I'm pretty sure there's one in Glasgow somewhere as well.
No. This is like the major ones because the major ones are in New York and Israel.
Yeah.
It's like these are the largest ones and they do matter. Especially in Israel, because I know that there is some fucking friction between some of the Jews and the other Jews based on their religion, how they support stuff, I guess. Because one part of the Jews, they don't want to send the draft and war because they would rather have died than do anything but read scripture. It's complicated stupidity, and the other Jews don't like them because
it's religion. It's what it is. It's just religion being silly.
It's not even religion. It's just stupid. It's just religion.
Well, yeah, it's religion being silly. That's what I mean. We can talk about. We can literally make a whole episode talking about religion and how stupid it can be.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. It's just like whatever. I am not sure, so I'm probably talking about my ass, but I have to. I'll try and get them for next week.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them about it. See what they have to say.
Speaking of religion, sorry to say, or topics, do you want to? We should do a whole episode about Bulgarian film at some point, or Bulgarian cinema in general.
I don't want to do it. I honestly don't want to do it.
Neither do I, but it will be fun. Anyway, so Letty leaves the community, kinda. Finally.
And she loses her children in the process because the shit's rigged. By the way, I don't think that they actually used Hasidic Jews and Hasidic. They don't have because this is a court hearing about custody cases, so they don't have witnesses.
They don't. Sure they don't have witnesses. That's why they just use the transcriptions. They're not. I don't think they're even allowed to film there.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they didn't use a Hasidic Jew. I think that it's in general it's forbidden to film in courthouses unless it's some special occasion, but I think they're pretty much forbidden. And she ends up in quite a downer, and she's trying. The people from Footsteps 3 try to help her to find a job, try to help her to make good. They
just to integrate her into society somehow,
and to help her transition and deal with the fucking depression that he's having. And this is the one line that struck me, and I just wanted to go there and beat the shit out of her.
Out of her?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like, I know women that are like this, and I've heard this line millions of times, uttered in kind of the same way. It's like different words, but the same fucking essence of it. Oh no, I can handle myself. It's the children. It's like, no, you can't handle yourself. You just can't. It's pretty fucking obvious at this point. It's not your fault. it's someone else's fault.
It's the system.
It's like, well, it's not the system. It's like, it's not your fault. But the more you suppress this, the worse it's going to become the children, because it's going to spew on them because you're not doing it properly. When people say that they're going to help you, you fucking help. You fucking let them help. When people tell you, to do something because you need to do this, you do it. You don't ask questions, you just do it.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're trying to help you, so they're telling you what they think it's best to help you, and they're probably gonna stay there and help you even after things go bad, because they want to help you. See, and the way she just uttered that, it's like, she had fucking flashbacks, and he just got well over fucking red. I was like, fuck you, just fuck you, just no, I'm tired of this shit. Move on, just please do something else. And I get it. I mean, this is a heavy topic, and it's like, not everybody gets this. This is not something that everybody has a complete surefire answer that it works every fucking time. Oh, switch cities. Oh, switch the people you're around. Oh, just cut it out like cancer. It may not even work that way.
It's the simple solution is never the actual solution when it comes to this kind of stuff.
It's like there is no way that you just say for sure that this is the way that you have to go. This is the way it works. No, it's just, you find a way and you hope that it's the right way.
Yep.
There are people who says like, I have trouble. It's like, they will help you out as much as they can because they know. But
they've been through the same shit as you, so they know how to help. Yeah.
Even if you don't find yourself a support group, there are plenty of people who are out there to help you, because even we as a society, even fucking Bulgaria as a third world country and whatever, we don't view kindly on these types of things. We just don't.
No.
It's like, the people will help you out, even if they can.
If you want the help, even in Bulgaria, people will go, yeah, come here. I'll give you a hand.
It's like, we will try and do it, but can't exactly help and do it because you don't ask properly.
Yep.
It's just sad, man.
Such is life.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Right,
Carpe diem and all that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's like a bajillion other things that we have to talk about, but by God, I just want to move on with the subject. It's just, fuck this.
It's just, Lady's like the main character of the whole thing. The other dude is a younger dude who wants to leave, and then he has too much of an exposure to the outside world and decides to sort of stay for now because he like ODs on cocaine, and he just. But his family, but he's the other extreme, because like his family's like super supportive of him.
No, you messed them up. That's Ari. I think he was kicked out kinda because.
No, Ari's the one that decided to leave because he couldn't be asked. We had like a few scenes where he's talking to like his preacher or whatever, and he's like, "I want to leave." The preacher goes, "You know what? If you want to leave, you leave, but you're young, and you're gonna come back. You know."
But he doesn't.
I don't know why I went to Al Pacino
the one
there.
that you think is Lutzer. Lutzer's different.
That's the actor dude, yeah.
Yeah, he pronounced his name as loser, but
yep. No, it's whatchamacallit. Ari's the one that overdoses, and then he comes back.
Ari's the young one.
He's the one that comes back and goes, "I'm sorry, Dad," and his dad actually goes, "You know what? You've come back. I'm gonna support you. If you want to leave again, leave. But we're gonna be here for you." So it's not always the case of everybody wants to keep you in when you want to leave, because in his case, it's like
this reminds me of the Amish people, because I'm pretty sure the Amish people have this tradition that they let the children live for a specific amount of time on the outside. They just send them out, do whatever the fuck they want. They never ask questions. Go get high, fuck bitches, whatever.
Fuck bitches, yeah. I don't know.
And most of them just come back. They just come back. They literally most of them just come back. It's like a few stay behind, and they prefer the outside world.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same idea. But the Amish people, well, they're not as brutal as these ones. I'll give them that. They do, but they'll get to this. So let's move to.
They have a lot of wives.
And a lot of children.
A lot of kids, but a lot of wives. So there's benefits to everything.
Yeah. So let's move to loser.
Yeah.
I'll call him Lutzer, because Lutzer sounds a little bit less degrading than loser.
I think he does it on purpose, sort of.
I don't know. I don't want to call him that, because that literally sounds so fucking bad.
It sounds bad, doesn't it? Yeah. Or Loser or something like that.
Right. So he's an actor that left the Hasidic community and tried his hand at acting.
Yep.
And moved to LA. He drives a limo for work, and he lives in a caravan.
Yep.
and he's trying to.
Is it a Prius that he drives, or is it? I can't remember what it was.
I know he has a caravan that he sleeps in.
Yeah.
And he has I don't know, he has some type of a limo. I don't know limos, so fuck it, move on. That's all important. So then he's trying, and he's getting roles. Apparently, he actually is getting roles. His first movie, I kid you not, and I am still. Oh,
you actually did research.
Yeah, I did the research. His first movie is called Romeo and Juliet in Yiddish.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna watch that. And he plays Paris. I can't fucking remember. I never was a big fan of Shakespeare, especially of Romeo and Juliet. I just skipped that part. Right, so, and she's just like, I wrote this. I was like, okay. And she says like, I've always been a little bit more flamboyant. I guess he doesn't say that. Was like, I love to play to express, and so also I decided to try my hand in acting. And he was like, and also, and I kid you not, he was like, I want to corner the market on the Hasidic Jews. I was like,
why?
Hasidic Jew actors.
Yeah.
I was like, is that even a thing?
Apparently it is, because he's doing a good job.
Not exactly.
Then again, that's the point where you have the whole notion of, well, you've left the community, good for you, but you're still playing a role as part of the community. Like, have you really left?
No, he hasn't left it, because he even says that, and this is the thing, he misses the community the most. Because and his parents were also really supportive. Yeah, I think his father said just go. He's like,
no,
he didn't.
I think he said that his mom doesn't want to talk to him, but his dad.
Yeah, he said that but his father. I think he talks to his father
every now and then. He calls him every now and then, I think.
Yeah, because apparently in this community the women are just the older ones are batshit crazy. It's like, and his father just calls him and just makes sure that he's okay. It's like he's happy, he's doing all right. Yeah, that's actual fucking parenting.
Yeah.
Who knew that there were people who were able to be decent parents there? Who knew?
Considering we've seen the other spectrum where ladies like getting fucked over by their own parents, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and he says that he misses the community because it's mentioned before that in the movie that this community takes care of you. It's like it gets you groceries, it cooks for you, it takes care of you. It gets your kids out from school to school. If you can't make it, they get you to the hospital.
Yeah, the whole community works together. But the moment you decide to leave because you don't want to be part of a closed society, it's like fuck you.
And that's the problem, because in a way this is amazing. In a way this is literally fucking amazing. Think about it. It's just like, my God, there's just people who actually care for you and they do stuff when I can't do it. That's good. But then you realize outside this world you can't do any of this to begin with.
Nope.
You just can't.
Yep.
So this community, as much as a shackle, as much as it helps you,
it has a lot of pros, but it also has an equal amount of cons that.
And some of those pros are part of the cons.
Yep.
It's really stupid, and it's like, and it's a form of control. It's like I said, whatever happens, they have to come back if they can't make it, and most of them can't make it because they have to go back. It's like this catch-22. You want to go out, you don't have the skills, go out, but you to acquire the skills, you have to go out. It's just like, it does.
And are they going to accept me back? Probably not.
No, they would accept them back because they're like, no, see how welcoming we are. This is your life.
Now you see what it's like to actually be part of the community.
To be the guy behind blue eyes.
Oh God! Again, that's the thing that hits on the cult aspect.
Exactly,
of it, yeah.
It's a cult. I mean, I've seen this, and Rajneeshpuram cult.
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, it kind of functions the same way that you can't actually leave the community no matter what happens.
Yeah, regardless if you go into acting, you're still playing in that community. Regardless if you leave, you still have to go see your kids if you've been fucked over by it.
His last movie, which is not a short, because he does a lot of shorts and some TV series, is The Great Darkened Days.
Okay.
Which is a French movie, I guess. No, it's a Canadian movie. It's directed by Maxime Giroux.
Oui, oui.
It's just like, because he's a Jew, so he kind of plays Jews every time because that's what they want him. I'm really against this type of typecasting, but fine, just fine.
Hey, the man's got a part of the market and he's working on it, so
yeah, he's also done a bit part in a short called Haiku in Brooklyn. Verses from ancient Japanese poems come to life and become the stories of real life moments in the streets of Brooklyn. By the way, he plays there as a Hasidic passenger.
Of course.
He plays in Where is Joe Baum as Joe Baum.
That's a Jewish name as well.
I don't think that Joel is, but I don't know.
No, Joel is a Jewish name. So is Baum, as in tree.
Oh, Baum. I know Baum. What Baum is.
Yeah.
I do know German a bit, but really, Joel is a Jewish name?
Joel is, yeah.
Huh? Who knew? The more you know.
Some like a lot of I know a few people that are Jewish that are called Joel. So
get this shit. He was also in High Maintenance. If you don't know what High Maintenance is, it's a series from last.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's a comedy that explores the private lives of unique New York individuals through a common thread: their weed delivery man.
Okay. Speaking of comedies that are really good, I'll recommend you one. It's called The Good Place.
I think I heard about it.
Watch it. It's like it's like 20-minute episodes, and they're really easy to binge. And it's on its third season now, but it's stupid good. It's kind of self-aware, but it's also really funny. It's Kirsten Bell's in the main part.
I'm sold. What can I say? Crushes.
I'm a simple man.
It's
not even her. The other girl, I forget her name. The Asian lady that plays in it. She's something. She is. Oh my.
Darcy Carden? No.
No. If you looked, I'll tell you her name now because she is something. The Good Place.
Jamal.
Yep, that's her name. Jamil. She is something.
Wait a second. You said Asian.
Yeah. Jamil. She is Asian.
She's English born.
Yeah, but
I'm confused. Okay, I'll give it a watch.
She has the Asian complexion, if that makes sense.
Maybe.
And the name. I know she's British, but.
Okay, so.
Yeah, she is. Oh my.
So.
I feel things when I see her. I think I had puberty straight away again.
He struggles with life. Pretty sad when you think about it.
Well, he's living the life we're living. He's just chronically depressed.
I mean, he's happy because he's able to move on. He's able to, I guess, integrate in society and don't need no strong man to do his job.
Don't need no Jew man, yeah.
Whatever, just let's go with that one.
Yeah, let's go with that. Fuck it.
And that's.
I don't edit these down or cut them down, so don't even worry about it. Everything, all of this is going in.
I do appreciate the way that he is. It's not much, but he's happy. He has found these things, and he's exploring the world. And I find it hilarious. It was like, oh my god! It's like when he's listening to "Staying Alive" by Bee Gees. I was like, I love this song. I don't know what they're singing about, but I love it. It's like, this is English. Come on, man.
Nobody knows what the Bee Gees are saying in that song.
I just remember that it's the song that you usually play when you do your Red Cross training. I don't want to do that. 6 hours a month. Stay alive. Because the rhythm is the same that you used to do the first aid.
Yeah, it's that. It's Another One Bites the Dust, and there's one more, but I forget.
I don't remember. Another One Bites the Dust.
Dun.
It's just it's okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So I think he said that he was married at some point.
Yeah, he had to divorce, and that's when he left. I think.
Actually,
he wasn't happy with his marriage, and he wasn't happy with the community.
No. Actually, what he said was fucking hilarious. He was like, my wife was first she was accepting the understanding that I'm going through some changes, but then she realized I wasn't gonna change. I was like, oh dear. Yeah, I was like, one day she just divorced me. I called my mom. I was like, mom. He's like, can you please sit down? I have something to tell you. He's like, well, I got divorced, and she just fucking unloaded. She was like, what did she say? He's like, what did you do this time? And then I was like, he tried to explain to her. It was pretty weird, but you do understand that he was going through some shit because apparently, he wasn't in love with his wife. These people, they don't have the choice.
No, a lot of them don't. They just get arranged. I think that's one of the worst parts.
Because that's the only place that this happens.
Yep.
No.
Well, no, but
Nope.
it's still something that shouldn't be happening nowadays.
Yeah, but it does, because humanity is fucking stupid and this shit's allowed. Because
if you want to find if you want to find your eternal partner, go out looking for him. You don't have to get arranged with him, because chances are that person is probably not your eternal partner.
Probably. No, but the idea is like, we live in this type of day and age where
we live in a world
where people saying like, "Oh my God, I can do this because I'm religious in a certain manner." I was like, "Yeah, no, you don't. You can't use a bearded motherfucker in the sky to be
to ignore your
for,
basic human rights.
not even that to as an excuse to all the shit or not
to
shit
be a
that you do.
shithead, basically. Yeah, that's a lot. That's why I keep saying it's stupid, and it's the whole concept of it. It's fine to believe in something and to have some sort of moral ground because of that belief, but the moment you start shoving it down people's faces and you start using it as an excuse for dumb shit, you can fuck off.
It's just no. I was like, okay, so and he's doing okay. I like the scene that when he goes back and he has this gathering with other people who left the community.
Yeah, that's a very wholesome scene because they're all just sat around the table singing.
Except the singing, I skipped that part. I'm not a big musical fan. I think I mentioned this, so every time I hear this, I'm like, I don't like the singing. I'll skip it. Because it's like, but it was pretty good.
It's a very wholesome scene because they're all just chilling around the table, but they're all kind of sad as well at the same time.
Yeah, it's like they appreciate each other's company because they miss the community. They all miss it, and they're happy that they for this one moment. I don't know. They celebrated something. Yeah,
I think he said they do it like once a month or something, like on a Sunday or something like that.
But didn't they drive up to fucking? Didn't he drive this time up to fucking New York for this one?
Yep. Yeah, he drove through the entire country for the sake of a meetup.
Yeah, and I think he met his father beforehand. Yeah,
yep.
Talk.
He met like a very close friend of his, and then he met his dad as well.
Yeah, and they were all happy to see him because actual fucking human beings that care.
Yep.
Not
that's why I'm saying there's such a sharp contrast between him and Letty's story.
Yeah, because fucking humanity. Yep. All the humanity. Just bad.
So, any final opinions, or have you got more?
No, we have to talk about Ari. That shit happened.
Oh, the kid.
Right, I'll get this really fast out.
Yeah.
See, Ari is a piece of shit.
He's an idiot. Yeah.
He's
poor guy.
Literally the first time you see him, he talks like a fucking useless fuckboy millennial with literally no skills. He says that I didn't know English, I can't do basic math. Then he proceeds to vape.
I completely forgot about that.
I just fucking lost that.
That was a good talk, bro.
Yeah, bro. Do you want a bro? It's like at that point I was like, I gave up on the guy. I just didn't care. I was like, listen, buddy, you're in deep shit. Vaping, really. And he intensely vapes and stares at the camera like, I'm cool like this. So he's like, and I remember him saying that.
Well, if you noticed, actually, by the end of it, when he's back into the community, he's smoking instead of vaping.
Yeah. Of course, yes, because vaping's fucking stupid. I mean, it doesn't take much, but no. What he says is like the epitome of fuckboy stupidity. I can't quote it verbatim, but he said like, I want to experience everything. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
After he didn't know how to swim and then he learned how to swim.
Yeah, but he did that while he was in a commune because he was in rehab, recovering from cocaine.
Exactly.
And he got to experience, like he was experiencing the world through the walls of his community, and then he went to experience the world through the walls of a fucking rehab.
See, in most cases, I'm fine with this. It's like, okay, you want to experience shit. Drugs is not an experience. You don't fucking do. I think that there was this guy that did a Reddit post that was like, no, I can't fucking remember. Don't quote me on this one. He said that he was making an experiment and he's been clean his whole life and he's gonna try heroin.
Oh yeah.
Guess how that one turned out?
Not great.
If you're a fucking retard, you deserve every little shit you have. It's like people warn you for a reason.
It's like
this reason's a good
heroin
one.
Is the one thing. Well, all drugs. That's the thing you don't want to get hooked on because once you do, Jesus Christ.
Even fucking weed.
Even weed.
Because I know a lot of people who are addicted to it. I'm quite literally addicted.
Same here. They go, I can go without it, but I'm gonna go have a toke now. I'll see you later. And you go, what?
Oh no. Mine's were like, I see him. And I was like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh man. He's like, he has this weird stare. It's like he's like the out there. I was like, how much you me smoking? Man,
Not much.
this is my 14th. It's
you're
not
like,
enough.
You're like, Jesus Christ! How are you?
This
how
was-
does your brain
this
even?
was-
He's basically just floating around at this point. He doesn't even know where he is.
By the way, this was at 3 p.m.
Well,
midday.
3 in the afternoon.
Yes.
Jeez.
I was like, but I have a problem. No, bro, listen, we it's not, it's not. I mean, it's not. And she started mumbling. It's like, bro, your fucking brain's a mess.
Then you
can't
can
remember
argue the same
words.
about cigarettes and alcohol as well, and coffee.
No, see, the thing is, I do smoke, which is fine. I have stopped smoking, but my second year in university, when I was doing exam week, I had 5 exams in 7 days.
I remember that second year.
I
We both had 5 exams in 7 days.
No, you had 9. I had 7. You had
I
a
had-
little bit more time, yeah, because I was doing business in
No,
IT.
I had 9 exams in 2 weeks, I think, or something like that. I was like 4 in the first and 3 in the second, or something stupid.
Yeah, I was like, I had 5 exams in 7 days, and during those 7 fucking days, I spent smoking, drinking Red Bulls for coffee, and Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
This was
Not
my whole
sponsored.
fucking that. This was my whole fucking that, and I started smoking exactly during that time. I didn't smoke through the year. I was like,
Oh yeah,
Why
you kept dry the whole year, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah,
I mean,
people
I could
smoking
have.
around you, and you were shaking like, I don't want to.
No, I wasn't shaking. I was like, I was sitting there. I was like, I could go for this week without smoking, but my fucking nerves are destroyed.
It's a de-stressor, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I usually use smoking, especially when I was like go outside, have a smoke, go back in.
Yeah, calm
Get
down,
angry?
come back in. Yeah.
Oh, and so I was like, fuck it, this is gonna repeat. Next year is gonna be something more insane. It's like 11 exams in like 10 days. Fuck it. I'll continue doing it and then stop. And at this point, it's not good for my health, but it keeps my fucking nerves intact. Can't argue with that one.
See, that I don't bother. The most I'll do is I'll have like a drink every now and then. I don't really smoke.
Yeah, but people have the tendency to go after me when I go out for a drink.
Yeah, I have a coffee though. I've started drinking coffee again. I mean, I used to drink coffee anyway, but I'm up to like 1 a day now. Sometimes 2 a day.
I am drinking green tea.
Green tea's good.
Kinda, maybe, yes and no.
It makes you poop. It gives you the poops.
The poo-poo.
Eat that poop. So yeah, where Ari, the kid that
Yeah.
decided to OD on cocaine.
Yeah, so he did that all. He's just like, and it's like, I don't feel any pity for him. I just don't.
No, because he's like, oh,
He's
the
a
outside,
shithead.
the outside world. It's like, no, what are you doing? Don't stop sniffing that. That's not something to. Oh no, he's OD'd now.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a bit of a shithead, but he learns his lesson in the end. I think that's the big. He's the one character that actually learns his lesson out of all 3 of them.
Well, didn't he die?
No. He's alive by the end, but he's actually smoking instead of vaping this time. He's at that big gathering where he's like, I might leave, I might not, but right now I'm not in a good place, so I might as well stay here with people that actually support me. And you're like, okay, just being a shit.
Yeah, he was staying there. But and I do the one thing that mostly found is like how other people's community reacted towards Ari while he was outside during.
Yeah, a few of them supported him, but then when he came back, he was like, everybody shunned him.
It's not even that. It's like how they on the street when he was sitting there on his laptop. Of course, he has a laptop.
That's
with the
before
Wi-Fi.
that's before he left. Yeah.
He was like, how? Oh no, but he had his.
Yeah, he was just connected to Wi-Fi. No, he had his phone tethered to his thingy, and then a Jew comes up to him and he goes. He basically just hides the question of what the fuck you're doing here as.
Is there Wi-Fi in this park? Because it's a very shady park. Maybe you should go back to the community because you're not in the actual neighborhood right now.
Which again, that's the whole thing of the fuck are you doing? Just let the kid have some fun.
No, because the thing is, they show that kids can't use any Wi-Fi. Even
yeah, they're not allowed to use the internet when they're
in secular, which is the secondary world. Because if they live in the first world, everything else is the second world.
Yep.
Imagine that. Well, they can't read books. They can't do shit. I was like,
everything
come on,
is censored to shit.
It's like fucking books. Come on, just books. It's good.
Yeah,
it's
but they might taint their perception of the actual world.
Oh yeah, you mean
or it might actually make them think like normal people, you know.
Not fucking robots, but I don't know. It's just bad. Every time I see that, every time I saw these moments, I was like, this is bad. Why is this continuing? It's like,
yeah, why is this still going on? Why?
Why am I forced to watch this?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I won't make you watch dreadful things now.
Despicable Me. Yeah. Okay. So and you know, how the community just. Oh yeah, he also said that he was raped and beaten, and people were just looking at him, and then people said like, you deserved it because you were a wild one. I was like, yeah, because raping a wild child is just gonna make it stay calm.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Well, that's a whole myth as well that they used. It doesn't matter. I forgot what it was now.
Man, I don't believe that story. I literally don't believe that story that he said that he said about him being beaten and raped by a camp counselor, and that he still works there. I mean, obviously he still works there because
the community.
And because this is my usual response to it is, if it's from a person's mouth and he hasn't said he hasn't no hard facts, I just don't believe it. Just baseless assumptions and accusations are not. It's like the proof of absence is not the absence of proof. Sorry, the absence of proof is not the proof of absence, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
I always get that one mixed up. It's like, you don't. It's just, you say something so fucking horrible and you can't back it up. This, even today, this shit ruins lives. It literally does. Why is it so? Why is it so
true?
But
okay he says it, but it's still like I'm not discounting that at all because it's probably true.
I mean, it's like I said,
because
like,
at this point in the film, you've seen what they're capable of, so you wouldn't be.
I mean, I've seen shit, but yeah. Honestly, it's just. I mean, there probably is at least one of these who is a pedophile. It's fine. So, okay, that's not fine.
It's not fine. We spoke about this earlier. It's not fine at all.
Yeah, fucking
it's
English.
It is a choice.
Well, it's like, okay, you have this. It's fucking gross. But what are the odds of you being the one person who did all this shit to be here and tell us that this is the guy that does it? Not much. I guess I just don't believe in people that just spout out shit without any proof. And to be fair, this is not the type of thing that you that you can find proof easily.
Yeah, true.
But it's the type of thing that you have to back up with proof, because even it's like this shit happens nowadays in.
It's even worse to just give blind claims about pedophilia than actually doing pedophilia. They're both equally as bad.
Yeah, because it ruins people.
Yep.
It just ruins them.
Because you might not be a pedophile. It might be proven that you're not a pedophile, but because you've been called out now, everybody has the assumption that you might be. So that's why in today's world, it's just not great. It's not a good time.
And everybody blows up. Oh my god, this guy's a pedophile.
Because all the moms on Facebook from the page invite the moms on Facebook, but only the moms on Facebook. We'll start posting it, and they'll go, share this if you agree. Let's get this scumbag exposed. Let's make Facebook see this. And then it just blows up for no fucking reason.
Bulgarian mothers against drugs.
Is that an actual thing?
No, Bulgarian Christian mothers against drugs. Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Български майки християнки против дрогата.
Fucking Christ. Which reminds me, now that you said Bulgarian mothers and shit, somebody posted that, you know how Halloween's based on Satanism, don't you?
Kinda, maybe.
Its initial roots are in Satanism. I had a very religious friend post a whole article about how Halloween is corrupting the Bulgarian children, and how it's a holiday that shouldn't be celebrated at all because it promotes Satan. And
I'll celebrate it because it overlaps with the National Day of Enlightenment Day.
Yeah, but they don't tell you that. They're like, it's Satanism. We shouldn't be celebrating it because it's Satanism, and our children are being corrupted by it. And it was like a full 4 paragraphs of just this bullshit getting spouted. And I saw it, and I was like, okay, this person's posted that because they're in a cult.
No, I think this was a troll actually.
No, it wasn't a troll at all. It was an actual article from a Bulgarian site, from a Bulgarian page on Facebook about spiritualism and God. And then I go into the comments, which was a big mistake.
It's always a mistake.
And every comment that wasn't a sane person, my favorite one out of all of them was this lady that just went, wait, so I can't let my kid have fun. Why is he going to go blind or something? Is Jesus going to, I think it was literally, is Jesus going to come down and take my kids? And every other comment was like, oh, you should believe more. Satanism is a bad thing and blah, blah. And I show up being the asshole that I am. Sorry, I'm hijacking your review here, but I have to find this again because I found it really funny that people didn't actually finish reading what I said.
Oh, that's always the case, man. That's fucking people. Just it's like one. You just write one fucking sentence.
There we go. It's 8 paragraphs. The whole thing, the whole article is 8 paragraphs. So I show up, in the comments, and I literally just say, I'll paraphrase. Well, yeah, it was pretty much a fuck you, but I'll paraphrase it because I wrote like a good 3 paragraphs myself, or 4, which pretty much this is all in Bulgarian, but I'm translating for the people that listen to this. I was like, look, in a lot of cases, I don't join these conversations because I find them really retarded and I don't really want to take part in something this stupid. But some of the comments on here are just so painful and so short-sighted that I had no idea, that I had no choice but to join. So I was like, first, Halloween is a Western holiday, which it is. Like, nobody's making you do it. Nobody's making you celebrate it. But if your kids want to do it, that's not bad. Because that gives them an excuse to spend time with their friends. It's childhood. We've all had it. We've all been there. I'm like, second, ghosts, zombies, and every other all the other creatures. There's nothing wrong with that. They're all made up. It's all pretend. Like if we didn't have them, we wouldn't have people like Stephen King and other like writers and directors and artists and shit like that. And let me find this because this is the one bit that I said, and I was like, nobody's gonna carry on reading this. I'm like, if your kids want to do Western things or fantasy things or devil things, that's fine as long as they get the good thing out of the whole situation. And obviously, the very first thing I got was as a response was, they read the whole thing about the devil things, but they didn't read the rest of it, as in the kids getting the good part. It was like, oh. So this guy quotes me and he goes, saying this, it means that Satan speaks through you. And I was like, what do you... No, it's not what I meant. And then obviously nobody noticed I wrote a whole paragraph about Christmas being blown out of proportion more than Halloween itself.
It's and then it promotes Saturnalia.
And then it promotes like commercialism, but nobody bothered picking up on that. People just said I said the word. People just said that I mentioned the devil, and they went, oh, Satan.
Should I mention that Christmas is not the official day that Jesus was born? Jesus was born around March, April.
I thought that was when he got crucified.
He was also born around that part. No joke.
Oh.
But what was it? Nikolai the First Byzantinian emperor. When he tried to implement, I'll go with the PC word, implement Christianity into the.
As in butcher and name everybody that doesn't want to do it. Yeah.
No. Actually, he went with a slightly more PC way.
But, more PC way. Burn their houses down. Okay.
What was it? When he tried to. He had problems with the people who would still worship, who were still pagans. And during this time of the year, it's Saturnalia.
Sorry, if you hear me swallowing or anything, I'm drinking Coke right now, making an ASMR.
Is that what they call it nowadays?
Hey.
Yeah. It is called Saturnalia, and Saturnalia is basically celebrating the Roman god Saturn. Who
Saturn,
I forgot. What
isn't Saturn the god of the dead?
No, I can't remember because
You
Rome
carry
was
on
based on
speaking
Greek,
out.
but I can't remember exactly how it was. It's so stupid. But no, and it actually goes for a whole week. And he just said, well, you know what? Let's make Jesus big born around this part and just slowly whittle it down.
Yeah,
So
there we
now
go. Sorry, Saturn is the god of generation, dissolution, plenty, wealth, and agriculture.
So he's basically the god of commerce.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's go with that one. And they were celebrating. It's a whole week of festivities.
He's Cronus. He's fucking Cronus from the Greek mythology.
Is he? Because Cronus is the god of time and doors.
He led his brothers and sisters in a revolt against their father and became the king of the gods.
No, that's Zeus.
No, that's Cronus.
Cronus is the god of time and passageways. Because he outside time he also does passageways, like doors, but not the door itself, but
That's what
crossing places. He's just these two things.
That's what Google says is Saturn was a Roman god with a similar history to Cronus from the Greek mythology.
Really? That's fucking good.
Often depicted in art wielding a scythe, he was considered an agricultural god, especially associated with seed corn.
The fuck is seed corn?
It's corn.
Oh, okay.
Like the band.
I swear
I'm coming undone. I'm Saturn.
No, because
we learned something new today.
I was like, when you say a fucking seed corn, I was like, what? Okay, whatever. I just got confused for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine. It's like, and then he just put to Jesus to be born there, so that suddenly Christianity just got, they just removed Saturnalia.
All right, wait, are you telling me that Christianity's been getting warped over the years?
Oh, you don't know that all religion is based on lies and falsehood?
Wait, what about the other religions? Have they been warped?
Same shit, man.
Wait, but I thought religion was pure and good.
Yeah, like me. I'm saying myself.
Religion is pure and good, like me. He says as he rubs his nipples on camera. He's like, no, please, God.
He's like, yeah, just like me. I'm saying myself for marriage.
Sure, me too.
Yeah, sure.
Me too.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah.
I'm staying pure. No kissing. No nothing.
I have a purity band and a purity lock.
Yeah, I have a chastity belt on right now. It's in my ass. Wait.
And purity rings. Don't forget the purity rings. They glow red in the dark.
Yeah, I'm wearing a little red band to show that I'm actually still a virgin as well. So
just
I'm saving myself.
So it's pretty. So it's like. I do get it. It's like I remember one time one of my friends posted something, and this not random lady, but a woman he kind of knows because she's the girlfriend of a ex-colleague of his from his student years, and maybe she's an ex-girlfriend at some point. And she starts saying some really dumb shit. Really dumb shit. But this was something political, I think. And I was like, I asked him, may I actually roast her?
Boy.
He was like, what you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna write it down. And I'm going to show it first to you. I'm gonna see it and see if you okay it. I'm just gonna post it. It's like, fuck it, just post it.
Oh, God.
I'm like, I let you go into a Word file.
Oh, you actually wrote a whole essay about it.
Oh, yeah. I deconstructed everything she said to the last word.
That's my favorite one to do with that kind of post.
I just went word for word for word for word. At some point, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just fucking skip this because this is fucking bullshit and it's stupid. You're fucking wrong on this one. I mean, but we do live in the country that people that scare. You remember when they said that the nuclear power plant had failed?
That happens like every 2 months.
No, it doesn't. I mean, not this one. See, the people who went with that fake news are currently working quite far up in the media, in the TV media. And we live in the world where this was accepted and it was fine. And it's funny because me and my parents, who by the way work in the nuclear power plant.
Yeah, your parents are both like nuclear people, aren't they? So they work there.
Yes. It was like, we watched it. I was like, what?
My father... I could just imagine you turning to your dad going, "Are we all gonna die?"
And my father just goes like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" Because he'd be one of the first people who get called. It was like, and they said it was like, no, there was nothing. It was like, but they said it was like they lied to you. It's like,
That's
why do you feel
television
that?
for you. That's why I
But
don't
they said
watch
that,
it.
but they lied to you. Nothing of this stuff happened.
Actually, ironically enough, I was talking to my dad literally a couple hours ago. I was talking to the parents, and they were telling me about Brexit and other shit. We were just obviously talking about what's been going on. And then we said how stupid everybody is and how nobody listens to, to what's actually going on. They just prefer watching TV. And I go, yeah, that's why I don't watch TV, Dad. And he goes, you're doing good. You're doing good. I'm like, thank you. It's the one thing we agree on.
You know what the weird thing is? The more English people I meet, and it's like, especially the more they fucking think that Brexit was a stupid idea, which begs the question: how the fuck did Brexit come to pass?
Because no young people voted.
No, they did. They actually did.
Primary vote was people 40 and up.
Because this country has a
people who are still abhorrently racist for whatever reason, even though they probably walk past more foreigners than they do English people.
No, but I mean, the thing is, like, this country has a declining population. It's like there are more old people, so it's fine. But why the fuck do you give the 80s, 70s, and 80s
do you know actually who voted out? It's the people that scoff when you offer them a mug of tea instead of a teapot.
Oh, well, I'm always offered the pot, so.
But you know what I mean. It tastes the same. It doesn't matter. But let's not get.
That whole the same old joke about the pot and kettle. You know that same old joke, the pot and kettle.
No.
Both of them do exactly the same shit, but one of them was used by British aristocracy. The other one was used by the common folk. One of them is shinier, the other one is more beat up. They both do exactly the same shit, but they have different names for exactly the same thing.
But if you lift your pinky while you're drinking it, it makes you look posh.
Fine by me.
Yeah, maybe posh. Right, I think we got really out off track here.
I mean, no, the thing about the movies is like, it's over. It's a documentary. It's a documentary about something I don't want to see in real life because I see it in people around me. A lot of them.
At the end of the day, it made an impact on you, and it
made. I mean, it brought some interesting perspectives on how certain communities treat outside members from their own flock.
Yep, and it brought you 3 different perspectives that sort of contradict each other in several ways.
Yeah.
So that's I say that was a good time, but it was kind of like the Poughkeepsie tapes where you just don't want to watch it again, and you feel like you need a shower after seeing it.
Well, I kind of actually wanted to watch it again because I do enjoy the acting. This one they had no acting because
it's all real.
It's so real. It's so real.
You just crawl up in a corner and start crying. It's like, no, please, no, God, not again.
Just no. Right.
I would say let's talk about Young Justice, but it's 10 to 12, and I'm at work at 7:30.
All right, and I do have to get up at some point and get the train.
And we're already on 2.5 hours somehow.
There is actually I can't remember those. By the way, you know Fallout 76 how it's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah,
it's an irritable piece of shit.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Well, apparently there is a modding community for Skyrim that made it co-op.
Oh, for God's sake!
No.
And Bethesda aren't on their asses yet for making a mod for something that they don't want to make.
They can't stop the modding community. No, they can't stop the community from doing it because they actually saw the point of them being able to mod the game. These people made a more coherent thing from fucking Skyrim, and something that Fallout 76 should have been to begin with. A fully functioning co-op Skyrim.
Yep. Again, though, I'm pretty sure Fallout 76 got rushed out the door so quick.
Okay. And there is a lot of things that we should cover at some point. It's like fucking Blizzard's imminent demise.
We might do it next week, actually, if you want. But...
Oh, see. Oh, by the way,
have you got a movie for me?
Just a second. There is unreleased footage to our gameplay from Death Stranding.
Shit. Where?
Yeah, it wasn't exactly reviewed, but Hideo Kojima used the Decima engine, which is not the Decima engine. It's from some Dutch people who.
It's an engine that specifically, when he left Konami and he decided to make his own company, 6 companies came forward and offered him engines. I'm not even kidding.
He chose this one. Yeah, yep. He chose this one.
Yep.
And what he did was like because they offered him the engine in a USB flash drive, obviously, because it's an engine. It's in a specific box.
Yeah, it's a dev kit. Yeah.
I think that, was it yesterday or the day beforehand? He went back to Dev Studio, returned the box, inside it was not just footage, but raw fucking gameplay of the game.
Shit.
About 2 hours, and he showed them, and he saw us like, "This is what I did with your engines," and apparently they were all dumbstruck with how fucking much he did with it.
Well, Kojima's a fucking magician, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same way that Call of Duty pushed the Quake engine to the point where we got COD 4. You know what I mean?
Well,
because Call of Duty is technically still running on the modified Quake 3 engine. And that's why the engine is barely holding together now, because it's still that same engine.
Should I mention that Source is still a piece of shit and Valve should fucking die at this point?
The only game that actually runs alright on Source is Team Fortress, and I'm surprised that game still holds together.
No, actually, do you know how the Source engine works?
It's CPU intensive instead of GPU intensive. Yeah.
No, I mean how it exactly works.
Isn't it like a Quake engine as well, or wasn't it based on the Quake engine?
No, it works in a very different way. See, Source is a very 90s engine.
It is, yeah.
Developed in the 2000s, because fucking incompetence involved at this point is hilarious. See, what they did is like, they only render stuff that you see. What it means is like, you pass through a room, depending on how the camera is panned out from your eyesight, that's everything that it renders. Everything else waits for you to
look at it.
Yeah.
So sort of like the id engine, but worse.
Exactly.
Because the id engine is actually stupidly stable.
Oh, because a fucking genius did it. An actual coding genius.
Look, if you said that your laptop isn't great, it can still run fucking Doom. A game that has mega textures in it and all that kind of shit. Then they must be doing something right.
No, because a fucking genius did it. This guy, I think he called it like 4 engines at this point. You don't do that. You don't do that. You just don't. You just don't. How do you do that? I can't even code myself out of my fucking bed. How do you do that?
It's like, how does that engine run at 60 FPS constantly?
Right.
But yeah,
it's like, so he got the engine from Guerrilla Games. Let's go with that one. Formerly of Lost Boy Games.
Okay.
Do you know what they did?
No.
Horizon Zero Dawn. And the Killzone games.
Oh yeah. They make like gorgeous looking fucking.
He got, I mean, they renamed, especially for Kojima, they renamed their engine to Decima to reference the Dojima, something whatever like that island that the Dutch.
That's a very capable engine.
It's a good engine.
Very capable.
No, but they did it so they used the name that's close to the Dojima. I don't know. It's this island that the Dutch and the Japanese have. That they passed around. It's like Dejima, where a Dutch trading post appeared in the 17th century.
Okay.
The strong Dutch-Japanese trade relations. That's what it is. I just had to find that one out. Just remember the name. It's like, and they went with this point that they were dumbstruck by how the game looked. They were just like, he made some amazing shit.
Did he really push it to the point where it's like?
Oh, I think that engine can a lot of pushing to be done. That engine. I mean,
Horizon Zero Dawn looks like a fucking movie in places.
Nah, because the face, especially of the child, is this. That's just so bad. I was looking, I was like, no, please no. But after that, it just turns around. It's just the rendering capabilities of the Dejima engine is pretty fucking high.
And it's made to run on a PS4 as well, which makes it even more of a mystery as how it runs.
And it has this, and the draw distance is fucking amazing, and the fucking colors that they put in is just something that really, it's because it's a newer engine.
Yep, and the amount of polygons it's able to push as well. At the same time.
This is a newer engine, and we still get fucking games on a shitty fucking Source engine, on a shittier fucking Bethesda engine that hasn't been updated since the fucking 1997.
Bethesda engine hasn't been. Pretty much, I don't think it's been touched since
Todd Howard fucking created
Oblivion.
It. No, since Todd Howard created it for Morrowind, because he created everything for Morrowind. It's a one-man coded game almost.
Shit, I didn't know.
Yeah, that motherfucker that almost all the coding alone. He's like
Todd Howard.
Yes, Todd
Leave
Howard.
Jiren to me.
He's just, and after that, it hasn't been touched, and it's been used in every fucking game, and it's fucking horrendous. And they pushed it quite a lot. And apparently, for all the fucking money they do, the most that they used was what did I forget? The most people that see work there are the people who port fucking Skyrim to, I don't know, fucking Nokia Engage.
To the Switch.
Nokia Engage. It's just every port is like, these people see them. So what the fuck's the problem with using the other morons that do nothing but jerk around to touch themselves?
Because the other morons are working on Fallout 76. Come on.
They're not working on anything, because Fallout 76 is a copy-paste job that even me and you can do in about 2 years.
Fallout 76 is currently a forest fire.
It's not. It's fucking imploded itself. To the sheer amount of shit that happens, the whole god. But no, the idea is like, they could take these people, get a newer engine.
Hell, they can get Unreal 4 because it's one of the better engines out right now, because a lot of games run on it. They can use Havoc if they wanted to, because Havoc's a pretty decent engine.
It doesn't matter, any one of them. And just fucking train them to use it.
No, but that's pretty.
That takes time.
And you're pretty sure you can import assets as well and not have to bother making assets and stuff.
You have to migrate the fucking the libraries with the assets. Oh god, that's so much work.
But again, I have no idea how video game development works, so I wouldn't say that that's the solution. But it doesn't sound like it's a horrible thing.
It sounds like they should be doing their fucking job, and they're not doing their fucking job.
No, but what do you mean a 70 gigabyte patch? That's doing your job.
On day one, that's twice the size of the game.
No, the game was like 60 or something like that.
If you have a game-breaking bug that deletes the game from your system, why the fuck not?
Or then you go to your troubleshooter, you submit your details and say the game broke, I want this and this back, and then that troubleshooter leaks your details to everybody else that's using the troubleshooter.
It's like, no, that was the refund.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They leaked everybody's details.
But there's more. It's like, no, that's just a fucking train wreck. It got stopped, and everybody's ducking it. But so the movie I wanted to give you, just get back on the record.
Movie.
Yeah. It's called The Endless. Oh god, I just remembered something.
What? Is it gonna be a horrible film, but that's gonna make me want to shower again?
It's a good one.
Okay.
No, I forgot to write the timings for the segments.
Oh, it's fine. I'll keep an eye on them. Don't worry about it. I've sort of kept an eye on them, and I'm gonna go over it afterwards anyway, just to check audio levels.
I just forgot. I was like, oh shit, I have to get this through. Right. So yeah, it's a very good movie. It's about cults.
Oh no, not again.
Honestly, I was actually thinking about 3 movies. One of which I'll keep probably for, I don't know if we survive this long, for Halloween.
Okay, yeah.
And the other one, I'll probably give it to you next time.
I have a really good film in plan that you will love every minute of. It's not a movie that's this is more of the cult. How should I explain it without spoiling it? It's about 2 brothers returning to a cult. Oh shit! Okay.
I know, right? It's so fucking weird. I actually wanted to plan to give you this movie next week before you even gave me this one.
But then you were like, "Fuck you with your cults! I'm giving you this."
It's a pretty good one.
Okay.
I mean, it came out. I actually waited for it. It's really well made. It has a very Lovecraftian theme to it. You'll love it.
Maybe I will.
Oh, by the way, soon we're gonna have that Sunken City game. No, wait, what?
The what? The floating one. The Sunken Sea, but in space.
No. The other Cthulhu-inspired game. The other Lovecraftian one that you're in the city. It's kind of.
The one that's in third person and he's like on the boat in the demo. Is that the one we're talking about?
He was in a city?
Yeah, that's the third person one where you're like a detective and you're walking around in a coat. And there's a bit where he's like jumps on a boat and he gets off the boat, and I'll have to have a look at it again. It does look weird.
This one came out.
No. I'm not talking about the one that came out it's just called Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, this one. No. This one's new. This one's another one. I'll just find out. It's a pretty interesting game. I'll fucking link it afterwards because this is getting too long. It's I don't think I actually saw some gameplay footage. But it's about a guy wakes up in a city that's basically infested by otherworldly horrors. Goes on, tries to survive, dies, reawakes in the same place and tries to do it again.
That actually sounds decent.
Yeah, but I don't remember seeing any gameplay footage, which is.
What's the name of it again?
I'll try and find it out. If only my PC was faster, I wasn't playing.
Is it the Sinking City?
Maybe it's weird.
Yeah, it is the Sinking City. I think I've seen it before. It's definitely the one where you're playing in third person and you're on a boat. Yep, that's the exact one. And you got like your fedora and you got a little.
Is it a boat?
Yeah, there's a bit when they showed a gameplay trailer a while ago, and he's on a boat.
I only saw the cinematic one. I haven't seen the
gameplay one. Just what there's a few gameplay trailers. It looks really good, but it's one of those gameplay demos where it's just a guy going around going.
But it's
today we're going to do the quest for the game for where you have to go do these things. And it's one of those demos.
Yeah, I hate those. You know. Actually, I'm waiting for because I think that I think Phoenix Down comes out.
I have no idea.
It's a XCOM game.
I literally only have the first XCOM, and I've not even sat down to play it. It's literally the one turn-based game I'll tolerate.
Which one?
The first XCOM. Just XCOM games in general are the only turn-based games I'll tolerate.
XCOM 2 is better than XCOM 1. It is way better.
Is it still the same baseline though? Is it still
kind of maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, no. The most of the classes are overhauled. You get the WotC expansion pack, War of the Chosen, and you get 3 more classes, which are fucking busted as shit, but needed because you get fucking OP as shit enemies to deal with. It amps up the difficulty and makes it more fun and more interesting. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they did it. No, Phoenix Down is a XCOM game style game made by original person who made XCOM. It looks fucking amazing.
Okay, I'll go.
It's an early project. It's not early access. It's one of those. Buy it on a website and then play it from there. $60 or some shit to get the early access. Right. So I guess I'll leave you.
I think that's us for the day, for the night. Actually, it has been a really good time. Let me get the music queued up. And in that case, I'll actually see you tomorrow because you're coming over as my guest tomorrow, and we shall do this again next week.
Of course.
Same time, roughly, same place, and the VOD or the actual podcast itself will be up on YouTube. I'm currently looking for a place to host them so people can just download them straight off instead of having to stream them all the time. But if not, there are always ways to download YouTube videos as just MP3s. I'm just saying, you don't have to be civil about it. I'm not fussed. As long as people listen.
Yeah, we just want people to listen.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the one person that actually left comments.
She left. Let's go with she.
Eva, the actress, 29. I think it's a girl. I don't know.
She subbed. She subbed.
She subbed as
she
well.
Followed. No, she followed because we don't have.
We don't have subs because we're not that posh on Twitch as of yet, but that might change. We'll see how that goes.
Right.
Okay.
I'll be leaving you.
Okay, let me play this music now as the intro, and we have the intro going. Okay, I'll stop the recording now.
Tim the setup.
Okay.